+3 rope.
My +3 rope.
A +3 rope? What the heck?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
allows him to have, +3 on all checks while using it.
It's for hanging yourself.
Oh my god. Oh man, that's pretty morbid.
It's pretty.
Ew.
Yeah, it is. All right.
Shabam! See? Wow. Isn't it?
Oh, I've got the solar scriptures.
So, Joe came to me yesterday and he's just like, your scissors are really good. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I cut my finger off with it.
What?
Yeah. Joe had to go to the hospital the other day to get his finger wrapped up because he cut off his finger with my scissors.
Oh, there's some really good fingers, man. Fingers, scissors.
Yeah. So I'm like, wow. That's not. Nope, that's not where I want to be. I need Kaji.
Yep.
God, gee.
That's not how you pronounce it. I always knew it.
Kajili.
Kazika.
Does he get like the Kamehameha ability?
I sure
Can he
fucking
get-
do.
What?
What do you mean, what? I also get corpse explosions, but with spirits too.
Oh god. It's
That's-
broken.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh, that's the spirit of your ancestor? I'm gonna use them to explode stuff. That's okay.
Boom.
That's true.
Okay, so
Are you streaming
Previously-
anything?
not at the moment.
Okay. You're just gonna have some pictures and stuff.
Yeah, I've got plenty of that to go around.
Cool.
Okay.
Well-
Awesome.
I'm only probably gonna stream when we're in combat.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna set up this because I finally got my second display, so I'm trying to get
Okay.
recording.
Oh,
Okay.
congratulations.
Yeah, I know. It's so grand. Alright, so that should be there. And that can sit right there. Okay, I'm recording. You're good to go.
All right, so previously, we had all completed going up the elevator in the Sunsong Spire, fought a bunch of smoke beasts, purified this egg, and then stayed for dinner, met the Oracle, learned a little bit about the area of the cauldron.
Yep.
And stayed the night. Next morning, you guys all left at dawn. You've walked out for like a couple, like to the edge of where you had been before, past the crash site. And at this point, Ansev had reached into his bag and pulled out this super sweet apple. Do we have an art for the apple?
Yes, he put one somewhere.
I did.
Yeah, but we could put it in the chat now.
Okay.
'Cause yeah.
Oh, yeah. I saw it. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Copy of it. Alright.
I should probably mute that.
All right. And after he pulled that out of his apple bag, he just took a bite right out of it. And moments later, you see a bright column of light emerge from him as you recognize that he has spent some divine power in some way.
Actually,
Yeah.
How did he not break his teeth on that apple?
It's a very crunchy bite, it's like rock candy, and then
Oh my God.
it kind of just melts in your mouth.
Yeah.
It's-
Okay, so as from that right there, you just notice ants have like.
Okay, Josh has said he's on his way in, so
Okay, cool. Yeah, but knowing the situation right there, like you can see like ants have like after the power's been used, like, oh jeez, that was quite the apple. Oh gee. You see him like throw up one side of the cart. Oh gee,
That's
this is
not
gonna be.
good.
all right. Brosius pats you on the back. You okay there, little buddy?
You're not helping. Oh jeez, I don't know what that was, but it wasn't a meal for sure.
I think it was made of glass. I
Yeah,
think
di
you just-
rob
you
no
just
jokna.
ate a glass
Thank you.
apple.
Thanks, Captain Obvious. Oh jeez.
All right.
And then I guess Ansel looks around the situation and takes a breather. Oh, and then Jesse say, knowing our situation, I think it's important that we work out a plan of action. What we saw from the ship and regarding that abomination, whatever that was, it was sooner or later we need to face it. My intention is to reach the city of Nidir to find the answer of Hashian Avari, and by getting there, it will be approximately 1 to 2 days or so, or 2 to 3 days or so, from what the map shows. I think it's important for us to best share what questions we gave to the goddess of Arashio, so we have a clear picture of everything that was going on. I said on my end, who will guide us in the new world after we arrive? And what Arashio said to us is that Hashian Avari is the one who made the call for aid through time and space to reach us. And we need to find him, and he shall guide us. I would like to see if you can do the same thing if it is a question that is not a personal concept, if it is okay. As I look at each and one of you right there.
Well, I guess I should. Acacia shifts around, looks around, and says, "Well, I asked her if I would be able to contact her on our mission, and the answer was kind of vague, but it sounded like a yes."
Interesting. That's good to know. Thank you, Christian. Or like, short stacks, because that's all she can.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think he.
Yep. How about you? What about you, others?
I'm happy to help, I suppose.
What was the question you gave to Horatio?
Luke, what was the question I gave to Horatio?
I believe you asked about what kind of threats that you might face in this world.
Ah, that is correct.
Oh,
Do
you're
you-
super quiet.
God damn it. I wonder if it's connected to my fucking headset mic again. Hold on.
All right, turning you way up.
Am I better now?
Nope.
No. God damn it. Why? am I
Here,
so
I'm gonna
fucking-
send you what you told. Okay.
Thank you. Why am I so
Yeah, can you
quiet?
add mine too? Because I'm just
You just
Yeah.
want me to put it in the group chat?
put it.
Yeah.
Well, like just the question and I guess the
What if I just go
the
ahead
answer
and do this
for
number? Am I loud now?
contacting her.
Am I louder?
You better.
Better.
You still
Thank you.
just a tiny bit.
See if I can turn it up anymore. It's on the max now.
That's better.
That's perfect. I can
Cool.
turn you
Yep.
down now.
Perfect.
Because originally I had you at like 170.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Now I got you back down at the 100 range, so we're good.
Aha! That was my question, and that is the answer I was provided with.
Well, that's good to know. What we might face around in this treacherous land.
We've already found a vicious beast with the gun hawk. the servants of the dragon.
Speaking of which, I'm gonna start defeathering that while in the carriage.
I'm going to refer
All
to
right.
it solely as the gun hawk now.
The
Fair
Glock
enough.
Hawk.
I'm gonna be very meticulous about taking each feather out individually.
And what about you?
Okay,
Doug?
you can make a survival or nature check for that effort.
That's a 13.
All right, you're doing fine.
To fill you in, Luke's character ate the apple, choked up some stuff because I'm pretty sure the apple, not
Chuck.
Luke, Chuck's character.
Miko,
ate the
did you
apple,
want me to paste your question and answer?
coughed
Yeah, as
up
long
some
as-
stuff
as long
'cause
as
I'm
it
pretty
doesn't
sure
have
the
anything
apple was made of glass.
extra in there.
And then we're now relaying upon our agreement what we asked Arashi there.
Oh,
that
So,
bitch,
Josh,
and the answers thereof.
so what happened? What's happened is very little.
That's what
I did a
Dave
little
was saying.
recap, and then
Yeah.
oh, you were doing the recap right now.
Yeah,
Oh.
Dave was
Okay,
just saying.
cool.
"Oh,
That was all.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry for
Chucky's
interrupting.
Chucky's character choked on a glass apple, and now we're relaying the questions we asked Arashiel
Rock
and
candy.
what the
Rock
answer
candy.
was.
Mhm.
Rock candy. The actual rock candy.
Yeah. No, and then I peer my eyes to Kaji to see if he would provide his answer. If it's
And yeah, we got 2 of the answers posted so far. Question
put my
answered.
answer too. I can post
Okay.
it. Yeah.
If you can post it, that's easier for me. But I can
Yeah,
get them
no
all.
I got it. I got it.
Okay.
So, he looks at you, Kaji.
I will continue to stare at the bird, taking care of it.
Okay, fair enough. If you want to hold that, fair enough. If you want to hold it to yourself, Kaji, then that is fine. And then what about you, James?
Where are we right now?
So you are going down the path. The probably the best image that we have for that is this plateau. It's I'll just
I
paste it
think I
in.
remember what you're talking about. Did I hear something about us being in a wagon?
No, you're not in a wagon, but he might mean your vehicle. I think. Yeah.
Because I
Yeah,
thought
that's-
that's where we left off. So.
Right.
Yeah, we're all piled on your.
Correct.
Except for
Okay.
Brosius doesn't ride.
He's
Yep.
sort of like jogging beside us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. So. James is gonna, cause he is driving. He's not gonna look back at anyone. He's gonna sort of keep his eyes straight forward, and he's gonna say, it wasn't anything too important. It was more of a personal question. Nothing that is really relevant to this.
So be it then. Fair enough. As much as appreciated, thank you for all who persist and provide information needed. Again, we should just watch out and keep headway. See, I need again. Hopefully, we'll be from what the map looks like 2 to 3 days to get to the city of Nigeria. That's it.
Luke,
Yes.
I would also like to mention that James is definitely like a grandma driver, so he's going like the fucking, I guess, an average speed, and he's also like definitely like super hyper aware of the road in front of him.
All right.
He's definitely that type of dude. Like I won't even touch the radio.
Well, you're coming
Have to
good.
go
Maybe
up
that's good because you're coming up on something that's a little sketchy.
That's what I was. I was like, if something's coming, I would like to argue that I would see it.
The road goes over this rope bridge, and there's apparently like a wooden elevator on the far side.
Interesting.
How wide is this bridge compared to my hover sled?
Your hover sled is just a little bit wider than this bridge.
Fuck.
we should ramp it somehow. Let's do this.
Hold on. Are those
Can I-
just like ropes on the side there? They're not like.
Yeah.
From Answer's perspective on the rope bridge, how stable is it with my 23?
this is a pretty weak bridge.
Okay.
It might be able to take 2 people at a time crossing it.
How
Okay.
far
I'd
that
like-
ball?
I'd like to say I'd like to tell Brosius to wait until we're to cross, and then I'm gonna go.
Okay. Is everybody going to stay on?
The
Oh my
car is a
God.
hover sled.
The
It's
car is a
hovering
hover. The car is a hover sled.
Okay.
It's
I
not
will-
touching, and these are just ropes, so they'll sort of just like like.
So,
flat.
wait a second. Wait a second. Do like the smart people in the party need to make an intel check to find out like if the weight is conferred to the bridge?
Can I
It
figure out
doesn't.
if this would?
It doesn't matter. It's hovering. We're literally like hovering. We're not on the bridge. We're just above it. No one is actually touching
I
the
wasn't
bridge.
speaking about. I was talking about the smart people and the.
You don't have you don't have any particular you don't have any particular experience with this hover sled to determine this.
Oh God! Can I just make raw intelligence?
Sure.
I mean, I do have experience. So
You're just saying it based on
All
how
right,
it should
you-
work. We have no idea if that's how it's going
I'm
to
saying
work.
it based on
Okay.
what it literally
Oh
is.
God.
So Akrisha is considering some very worst case scenarios, thinking about what'll happen if this bridge snaps and the hover sled is just sort of spiraling out of control.
It wouldn't though, because it's also slow falls. If we're
I
on it.
think we
That's
should be
another
fine.
What am I convinced of, Luke?
We will.
That was a
You're-
nat
You're
one.
convinced this is probably a death trap.
on a nat
Still-
one.
Look, that's a
Means it's
death
perfectly
death
safe.
trap. I'm gonna
That's
stay
not
here
what
with.
that means,
with-
but
With
You know,
Brosius.
I'm waiting here with Brosius. Like,
Okay.
I'm rolling the
Like,
dice.
you know, I put my hand on.
Anyone
his
else
arm.
want to get off? Now's your
Yeah.
chance.
No issue on my end. I'm gonna stay
rolling
with
the
you.
dice. Let's do it.
All right.
Loshen Voss, find your courage.
All right. You
I'm gonna tell everyone to wear seatbelts.
make a let's
have
make a
no
check for
reservations
driving. I
about
think
leading your
I
corpse.
feel like this is a some kind of a dexterity check. So just make I think a raw dexterity check.
Oh,
You think?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking it is. You can add your proficiency
like
bonus.
to- I'd like to argue it's Arcana, because this thing is magical in nature,
Hey,
and because I'm literally like magically connected to it. I
Okay,
get
so
advantage.
you're gonna trust your magical instincts.
Is this a
All right.
Magitech hovercraft?
It absolutely is.
Well, I have Magitech knowledge.
Okay, so
Would I know how this works? I guess. Not
I
the
mean,
like
you
super
you know the principles of how it works, but you don't know the implementation of this device.
Okay, and
Yeah.
it seems bad.
Either way, I'm rolling.
Okay,
Oh right.
hmm.
17.
all right. You cross the bridge. Everything is good. You
Yeah.
arrive at this elevator. The elevator will go down about 40 feet, and then the road will continue below. Okay.
Check on
Does the elevator
now.
look like it's stable compared to the bridge behind us?
Oh, the elevator is even worse.
Gotcha. So it's my investigation.
This elevator is sketchy as hell.
I'm not feeling.
I'm
good about
gonna-
the elevator. Oh god.
I'm gonna say, turn around just for a second and say, I need you guys to trust me,
Now
and then I'm gonna drive off.
Oh,
Well,
Okay, anybody bailing?
So, can I understand if this thing it does it hover slowly or will it drop?
does it feather
So
fall?
we
is what you're
confirmed
asking?
it hovers
Yeah,
slowly already.
It's gonna
Better.
When we
fall.
were doing
It's
the
gonna
tour
fall
at
at
the very
a
beginning.
controlled rate,
Okay.
so it's not going to do anything really dangerous.
I will
Now,
trust him.
if he was out of control when he was driving it, that can lead to an out of control
Situation.
scenario. But
I know. All right.
Yeah.
I'll brace. I'll keep. my
okay,
But I'm a granny driver, so it's fine.
okay. So, yeah, you're just
Can we
letting it.
get
You're
to the
just
bottom?
you just ride off the edge. You're falling down to the bottom, and you're fine. But everybody on the other side of the bridge just saw you fall off.
turn to Brosius.
I will yell out.
See?
Yeah, guess it's just me and you, huh?
We're
Just me and you there.
okay. Yelling out.
Give him the
Thinking
slide.
you're-
Oh, okay. And then he sprints across this bridge.
Oh God.
He's sprinting. My dude.
So we're gonna make a.
Brosius
I'm
needs
gonna
a
race him.
dexterity.
I'm racing him.
You're both going on?
Running. Oh no.
Oh no.
All right. The bridge is gonna snap, and he's gonna have to make a check to see if he can hold on to it.
Oh my god.
No.
All right, he's hanging on to this bridge. Now you get to make the same check.
What am I rolling?
Okay. You can roll athletics or acrobatics.
Definitely gonna be athletics.
You're hanging onto the bridge. Okay.
Oh,
You can
right.
both take 1d6 damage.
Oh my god.
This is for the bridge braces a lot of the damage, but this is still for like basically falling into the side of a stone cliff thing.
Oh man.
Oh, like right in. Yeah, I got what you're saying.
Yeah. So he takes 4.
Is there anything I can do to buffer that? I don't think so.
No.
All right, D6. Don't hurt too bad. Okay, 2 damage.
Okay. So from where you are hanging on the side of this thing, it's another 20-foot fall if you let go, or you can climb up and go down the elevator.
Good thing I wasn't doing that because I have exhaustion.
I'm gonna lower myself. I guess.
Right, you're gonna use the tentacles to like kind of grab down below you
Yeah.
and lower yourself that way. Okay, I think that's a pretty easy athletics check. It's not going to be terribly hard. You're okay. You're down. You got down. All right, Brosius is gonna follow
hold
your
on.
lead and climb down. Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You can all
so,
see this now.
so I would like to. I'm gonna look to Kaji, and I'm gonna be like, Kaji, I wonder, could you at least to give him more time to think? Could you give like a Lucretia seems fine. Could you give Brosius like a platform out of the side of the cliff there, with that earth thing you did earlier, just so he can stand on it?
I will look up. How far is he?
He's like 25, 30 feet up there.
Oh, just out of the range. I will create a small platform there with more
Okay.
earth.
So now he has
All right.
something to stand on.
So
Think about it.
that'll help him out a little bit. All right, so he'll get to do this with advantage.
Magica. Oh. And I'll just flick
As
my
soon as I'm
fingers
down,
over
I-
to the
I-
area.
I hide my tentacles.
Oh,
in
that's
my
a pretty nice advantage there,
clothing.
and he makes it down.
Oh yeah.
Nice job.
All right.
That was quite something.
I'm gonna pat Kaji on the back and be like, nice work.
Now you're noticing that the heat is pretty extreme in this climate. So you've
And
all
we're
been
talking-
traveling for like, it's probably around 10:30 now. Okay.
10:30 a.m.
A.m. Yeah, and the heat is starting to get to you. Okay.
How hot are we
Yeah,
talking?
except for one of you. One of you is not bothered by the heat at all.
Yeah, I'm used to the heat.
Kaji.
Yeah, that's no,
Oh.
it's Vash.
Oh.
Vash
Yeah.
is
Desert
from,
World.
Vash is from Desert World.
Desert World.
Hold on. Since Brosius was jogging and both him and Acretia were just sprinting in this heat, are
Right,
they like
they're-
worse off than the rest
Yeah,
of us?
they're probably a little bit worse off. The
Um,
heat's just really unbearable, and I would say it's time for a con save.
Oh boy.
For them or all of us? Except Vash.
Well, Brosius gets 1 level of heat exhaustion.
Ooh.
God.
New condition.
Yeah.
So is this for
Heat
everybody?
exhaustion is just like regular exhaustion, except that
Gotcha.
it's from heat.
Gotcha.
Yeah, is
that's
this for everybody
wild.
or
So-
just Brosius
Every-
and Acretia?
Everybody, I would say, everybody is going to have to make this check. at some point, but
Okay, well, I'm asking for
Yeah.
right now, which
Yeah,
I rolled a 12 right now.
okay.
if we have-
I'll say that like you can roll now, and this will apply unless you
to
take a
whenever
break.
you're gonna
This will
make us
this will
roll it.
apply to you unless you take a break. Okay.
Jeez.
So
Can I make a suggestion?
yeah,
That you have everybody roll on a whatever interval, but if somebody's been straining like Brosius, that
right.
have them roll with it.
Or you?
Yeah.
All I did was run like 50 feet.
You said very specifically you raced Brosius, though, so you
Yeah,
ran just as much
50
as he did.
What? No. We've been
Well,
overland
I think
traveling.
what we're
I think
talking
everything
about is
out-
that Brosius
'cause
was
he was
not in the
jogging,
car
right.
ever. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's been
that's
jogging for like God knows how long.
Yeah.
For like 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is fair. At the same time, like, what kind of temperature are we talking? Can I do like a nature check to see if I can get a rough estimate or something?
Yeah. Sure. Do it.
Oh, I don't know
God, where's-
at all.
This is my God save.
Right. Okay. Yeah. You're
I know,
also
I was
exhausted.
gonna
You also
say-
got a
I-
level of
I
heat
was-
exhaustion.
Because I was
and
gonna
your
say
nature,
that I-
your nature check tells you that this is over. Well, it's hard to tell because it is a very humid environment, but you
So it's
feel like
humid.
it's still over like 100, like maybe
So it,
104.
oh, so this is like fucking brutal. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna say it. If you or even like a fucking bodybuilder or some shit ran even just 50 feet in that type of heat and humidity, if you sprinted, you'd be fucking dying.
Yeah,
Like
it's rough.
you.
How hot is it? Right?
Unless-
Like,
He just said it feels like it's
it's-
got to be at least 100, and it's also ridiculously humid.
Yeah.
sorry.
Is there any?
Wait for a second.
Looks like we'll be trailing into this for a long time. We could wait till it gets a little bit colder. Is there any caves nearby?
It's 10:30.
Yeah.
Okay,
As you're going down, you are going beneath the canopy of the jungle.
Gotcha.
Is the
So you'll-
temperature dropping in the shade?
In the shade, it's more tolerable.
Okay.
What is it like? Isn't it like 15 degrees cooler in shade or some shit? Like actually,
Well, that depends a lot, I guess.
I think it's in real life. There's like an actual like degrees cooler than the air that shade is.
Anyway.
So, if we stay in the shade, will we have to make the same kind of checks? I guess, for like the metagame question.
So it
Only
doesn't
after
make
only
it.
after some pretty extreme.
Okay, so it's
Activity.
much better.
Ooh, there's
So
water.
I just looked it up. Everyone. So just for future reference, if we ever do like this heat stroke thing again, so shade does not actually decrease temperature, so it won't like get rid of heat stroke or something, but it does make the air feel 10 to 15 degrees cooler being in the shade than sunlight. Scientifically.
Oh, how many suns
So-
does this planet have? I need to ask this question.
Oh,
That would
there
probably
is
affect this.
there is
Is it
one
Tatooine?
sun,
Is-
there is one sun, but it is bright and angry.
Oh
At least
god.
that's the vibe you get.
Oh my
Jeez.
god.
Screw
Yeah.
this here.
Are we approaching red dwarf right now?
Is it-
Oh no.
Yeah, like what
Is
color
this like
it?
Earth in millions, like billions of
What-
years when the sun's about
What
ready
color
to
is the
explode?
sun? Yellow, orange, white, blue.
Let's go with it's like 2 degrees more orange than a normal white or yellow sun.
Like Earth sun.
Sweet.
So
A little more
for
orange.
the record, within a couple hundred years, this thing's gonna explode and this world's gonna die. So, why are we saving it again?
This is a
Didn't
good
we ask
question.
that question? Maybe that was the question to ask.
Maybe one of us should have asked why is this world need saving? Especially if the sun's gonna consume it in a couple
That
hundred
is
years.
the funniest
All right.
thing.
Does anybody have like a photographic memory for that? Like,
Hmm?
I can make an intel check.
I can do an intel check.
okay, yeah,
You
make an
know.
intel check, and I can tell you because you were actually told the answer to this.
Man,
You,
I
you
should
were
have
all
gone.
you were all
I'll-
told, you were all
I'll do
actually
it
told
then,
the
I
answer to
think,
this.
too.
I should have gone keep
Really?
mine.
Man, I'm ass.
All
at
right,
this shit.
Ansev. Okay, um, you remember that it was said that as long as there are still people worth saving, or like we're gonna,
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
yeah, like even
Oh,
though,
that's what Ratio
yeah,
believed, right?
yeah,
That if there's still people worth saving, then we save it. Right, I remember.
right,
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right.
okay,
Okay.
It was part of the script.
yes,
Anyway, is there water right there? Is that nice fresh water? on
yeah.
there?
There's water.
Oh.
Color is it?
This water is a little bit dark green.
Not
Hey Luke,
drink.
I would like to hold on. I think this was one of my things.
Also,
wasn't
I
it?
would say this. At this point, you're starting to notice that your stomach is rumbling. You haven't had anything since dinner last night.
So hey
Well,
Luke,
some of us.
I would like to. So two things. First thing,
Right.
I would like to use sort of like a nature check and then argue with my farm upbringing and like that type of ordeal that I get advantage. I'd like to essentially assess this water. Is there running water nearby? Could there be fish in it? What's it like? All that stuff.
Okay.
Is it cleaner to drink, etc.? Or is this like just a stale puddle?
This is a stale puddle.
It is. I don't need to check or anything to know that.
No.
I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna be like, as thirsty as we are, I don't think we should drink this.
Well,
Uh,
we can also refresh ourselves by just washing our skin a little bit, at least.
if you wanted to splash some on your face, I don't think that would be.
Yep. Brosius is like, all right, I'm diving
I
in.
know. I wouldn't do okay.
My face palm.
I get sick.
You're saying this kind of
Alright.
heat's already too much for y'all?
Yeah. All right. So I will tell you,
he should be back
immersion-
home on my home planet.
immersion
We
in
got
water
3 suns.
is going to help out, and he's going to get rid of his heat stroke in an hour if you guys chill out for an hour.
Which is fair.
Does
I'm
he
gonna.
invite-
Does he have?
Oh god.
He has some cuts. He has like some cuts and shit on him, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, that wasn't the smartest idea.
Oh,
He's gonna get fucking an infection and
God.
shit.
I guess I should make a con save for that.
no, he's not gonna make it. Good luck.
I mean, not right now because it wouldn't show until later.
Oh
but,
my god,
yeah.
he's gonna get
No,
sick.
he's definitely
Straight heat
gonna
exhaustion
get like
or poison.
one of his cuts is gonna start festering later. Like, yeah,
I think
we're
Ah,
gonna be going to bed tonight, and he's gonna realize that his shoulder is really red and swollen, where something cut him.
okay.
Like,
All
He
right.
doesn't need any more exhaustion. He's pretty exhausted.
but James, knowing, I'm gonna look around. Does anyone else see him dive in and realize this too? Like the looks on people's
I just
faces.
face palm and just bury my face.
So I'm
Diving in
gonna
and
sort of
washing himself.
yeah, I'm gonna sort of look
work
back to the
itself
group. I'm just gonna say low enough to try and make it so Brosius can't hear. I'm like, deal with whatever infection or disease he gets later. He's been working hard. I think he needs this win. Let him swim. I'm gonna kind of wince when I say that.
Okay, so we're gonna give a short rest and spend a hit die here.
Only 2 of us really need that, but short rest, yay!
I guess this is a good opportunity.
Brosius got his health back.
Yeah.
That's cool. At least he can get violently sick and a major shoulder infection with full health to deal with it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Disease. You see, okay, fair enough. So we're just chilling
I
here,
would like
right?
to.
For 1 hour.
Yeah, you can chill here for an hour. You can talk about whatever you need to talk about.
I don't know.
So I would like to.
I would just be studying the book.
Does anyone
more.
have
Well,
any
what's-
new visual appearance going on because of their level up?
Not really, but you
Oh,
do
that's
see
a good
Ant.
question.
Yeah.
I here.
I mean, I guess. Oh.
I've got blood
Sure. I would say.
like, runes on my leather armor.
I'm gonna say that my the dagger I'm holding that I got off Snake.
Yeah.
To anyone who pays really close attention, definitely is emanating some sort of like glow, for sure.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. Interesting.
Question for you, Luke.
Yes.
Is there any way I could try to cut this rebar rod I have in half and fashion it into a pair of bayonets for my guns?
What part of indestructible?
Yeah, you would require the services of a very serious forge.
I
Uh,
figured as much.
yeah.
I wanted to just ask.
Right. Yeah.
I would like
It
to.
is. It
I
is
would
not
like to.
literally indestructible, but it's indestructible for normal purposes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet I could break it.
Hey, Luke.
I don't know. Yeah.
I would like to, while everyone's sort of sitting around and just exploring and shit, I'd like to say to whoever will listen, sort of just ramble. I'm gonna say, you asked me earlier, and I'll probably be looking to Onsev when I say this. You asked me earlier what I asked Arashil.
Yes, I indeed did.
In my past life, I was less than useless. I was given a lot of opportunity, and I passed it by to take the safe option. And I was walked on and looked down upon. And I had never before had someone, especially someone so beautiful and sounds stupid, but literally divine, tell me that I had potential. And it was right then and there that I made a decision. And to further cement my decision, I asked Arashil if, when this was all over, there was a way I could be at her side.
That's a commendable
But when it
question.
comes down to it, that's what I'm here for.
Fair
To
enough.
do her work and help her achieve her goals so I can forever be at her side.
He answered.
I owe her not just this life, but the last one too. So,
Answer basically says, then we both have the same type of goal, in a way, a way of aligning ourselves to do what a rational bidding wants us to do. So, he nods. I commend you for that.
Brosius is
then
pulling himself out of the water. Ah,
Are there any
refreshing.
leeches on them?
that's a good thing. Are there like beaches
or anything attached to him?
Luke didn't
Right.
plan a giant beach
You
combat
noticed-
right now, but he totally is. Like right
here,
now.
do-
It's just done.
this is just 50-50. Low roll, there's no leeches.
Oh God. He's
I shouldn't have even asked.
All right, he's fine.
Okay. Not
It's okay.
Anta looks with like these other eyes of disappointment at Brosius. Like,
I'm gonna say that to after that I'm gonna look to On7 and we say, plus this one's a little more selfish and greed oriented, but my goal here is to start a business, a large business, because if there's one thing I know, I guess, is she a woman? Divine entity? I don't know. I know they like gifts. I'm going to buy her the world, not just save it.
fair enough. That
That's-
is an ambitious task for sure. I appreciate it.
It most certainly is. Greed makes the world go round.
Off the,
It
I
off
does.
the
am-
back of that,
To my advantage.
I look around and ask, does anybody have any idea why they may have been chosen?
Brosia says, "Because I am a champion. I was the victor of the Unity Games. I was
Like,
chosen."
I like,
Unity
I
game.
giggle and give like a small
Gonna-
clap of like, yeah.
I'm gonna say that sounds very similar to something we had back in my world called the Olympics, and the winner of any the Olympics was definitely someone who had potential, so I can see why he'd be chosen. As for me, like I said, I was a loser. I don't know, but
Yeah, I'll be quite frank. I don't know. I got good guns
I
and I
mean,
can shoot good,
I
but
don't think.
I s-
Me, Marquis Ushraka. I was called to the unknown, and I will head there.
I assume we
Well-
all have a very colored past, or colorful
Whatever
certainly
you
seems
choose.
that way.
So, Luke,
Whatever
question
we-
for you.
Yes.
After I have plucked the bird, is there actual vegetation around this area?
Yeah, you notice.
Is there
an
enough
unu-
like dry stuff to create a fire?
Oh, is he gonna cook?
All right, you notice this unusual plant,
Okay.
and there's also enough dry stuff to make a fire.
Okay.
If
Well,
you
I will
burn
use
this,
my
you get
fists of
high on the
flame
left, like, pass out.
to just grab the dry stuff that doesn't look like it'd be a flower that would be very toxic to release fumes into the air with.
Good choice.
So I'll start the fire, and after gutting the
what do you
bird
start
and stuff,
fire
I'm gonna
with?
start. I turn
His
my hands on
cantrip fists of fire. Yeah.
Oh my god, you just
literally
punch.
look-
Yep.
Yes, I literally am
That's
punching.
that's the coolest
just
fire
grabbing.
start ever.
Yeah.
Who is that? Who is that Baki character who punches so hard it ignites the air? Yeah, that guy.
Just like
Start
pretty sure that was a Baki
lighting stuff
dude.
on fire.
And I'm pretty sure that dude fought like the Death Hand. You know, the one where the dude punches into like poison sand for 100 years and just
Additionally,
it's pretty wild.
is there any like large, like wood that could be used as a bucket of any sort?
Um,
Something that could be carved out.
you just punch this fire into it.
let me just roll a random die because that's just completely a random
Mhm.
thought. All right, if I roll a 15 or greater, you find a bucket-shaped piece of wood.
Wood, stone, anything of the sort.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, a stone is okay. Yeah, you can find a rock bowl, a rock suitable for a bowl.
Okay. I will scoop the water
Is
and
he
I'll
gonna
cast
boil
the first
water?
level. First level purified food and drink.
There you go.
You
Okay.
literally just
Pur-
okay,
Nice.
that works.
purified some water.
Yes. And I'm roasting my meal as well as drink.
Oh,
I
you're
would
eating
like
that
to-
bird.
It's his own meal, not ours.
Yeah.
Well played.
By the way, while I've yeah, he's cooking the hawk with a Glock.
Interesting.
All right.
Anyway,
This
would like-
this smells very good. Tastes very good too.
Shit.
trying to steal myself from the good food, I'm gonna walk up to Vash. I'm gonna say, "Hey, Vash, can I take a look at one of those?" I just like gesturing toward one of his guns. I just want to look at it.
You're muted, Dave.
I apologize. What was asked?
James asked if he could just take a look at one of your guns. He was just curious. Wants to look at one.
Yeah, you can go right ahead. I hold first blood out to you.
So I'm gonna take first blood.
First blood, you killing him?
I'm gonna take it, the gun, and I'm gonna like, oh, Luke, how much does this thing weigh? Like, what's the sight on it? Like, because I also have firearms training,
Right,
So,
you have firearms knowledge, so you know not to point the thing at anything you don't want to
Yeah,
shoot.
I've got like the basics of how to handle and
Check
take
if it's
care of it.
loaded. You're not gonna do anything horrifically dumb here.
Great.
But you're kind of examining the feel, the characteristics of the gun. Um,
Compared to a gun in like my world, is this like pretty standard? What's the
it's actually remarkably similar. It gives you kind of an old timey vibe. It's a 6-shooter revolver. Um, it in a way it's kind of retro, right? People don't usually
Okay.
have those anymore.
So I'm gonna sort of like I'm gonna so if it's a revolver, I'm gonna pop the cylinder out and I'm gonna look and I'm gonna be like, that's pretty retro. Cool. And I'm gonna hand it back to him. Twist it, grab the barrel, hand it to him by the stock.
thank you. And I take it back.
We'll have to hit. I doubt this place has any ranges, but we'll have to hit a range sometime.
Brosia says I had to do some shooting before. Basic citizenship training.
Oh yeah, they have like a mandatory
Military time?
service time in
Interesting.
your world.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone who goes to the academy needs to learn this kind of thing to become a citizen.
Huh.
Interesting. Back in my home, we had something similar in some countries, not all of them, but yeah, it was definitely huh. Was that like just in your country as well, or was that like in your like
I
all
don't
over?
I don't know. I didn't study the other countries too much, but
I'm gonna raise an eyebrow, and I'm gonna be like, that's some, like Third Reich type shit. Okay.
So, I guess since everybody's here, I guess we're all working along. You notice that Ansef has his hands merged while covering his mouth, and you see his eyes behave like hawks, searching his prey looking at each member carefully. He's like, basically, since everyone is here, um, I know we must work to get as a team, and I would like to bring a sort of relevation to everyone. His tone becomes stern and something about like it's like somewhat chilling. He points at basically that. He looks Vash, and he looks at you. And he says, "You are a man of experience and capable of fire. I trust your abilities, and you have proven yourself to be resourceful as well. However, that tool of yours," Ansa looks at his gun, even though he doesn't know what it is, "seems to be only affected depending on how many metal cylinder objects. How many you have left?"
How many bullets do I have left?
Yeah.
Well, in that last fight, I went a little haywire with them, or haywild. I still got about 15 left, though.
You know as well. I would be careful. It seems like you're only strong until that burns out. As the saying goes, confidence is a slow and insidious killer.
I agree.
I followed it by asking, "What is your plan
Darkest
once
dungeon.
Yep.
you've exhausted
Have it
your bullets?"
What did you
Well-
ask, Miko?
I've got this rebar rod here. I was gonna kind of stab people with it, I think.
That's what I thought.
If I managed to find
What
someone,
weapon is that?
if I was able to find someone in town, I was hoping to maybe get some bayonets fitted to my revolvers there, and that might make me a little more adept with using it. But until then, I just got a stick. I'm gonna poke people with it.
I guess that works. It's some type of weapon.
I'm
chuckle
gonna
at
sort of
that.
like stare at the ground. And I'm gonna be like, yeah, no, I mean, we saw one death by being impaled by one of those earlier, so it's definitely effective. And I'm gonna kind of stare off at the ground for a minute.
Fair enough.
Shoot better.
And then he looks at Kaji for a second and he says, "Kaji, you are straightforward and direct. You always speak your mind, and that is why I have nothing but respect for you. and your assistance with the egg overall was greatly needed. Um, James, I'll admit you were quite brave in the battle, and it was commendable to give up a part of yourself to the egg. You also had some creative thinking with that machinery you was ramming at it. As he looks at you.
I'd like to pretend that I did all that on purpose and knew what I was doing, so I'll just take the compliment. Thank you.
Fair enough. I would advise to take more precautious approach in the future. And
By the way,
Mhm.
by the way, Josh, I am going to not have it do quite as much damage as I did during that elevator encounter. I
I
think
think that's fair.
I was a little bit overdoing it there. But anyway,
I mean,
keep going.
to be fair, I did say when you did it that
Yeah.
are you sure it does that much? But so yes.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
That's
okay.
fine.
Yeah, as I say, he says basically that take a cautious approach in the future. As
Mhm.
I would imagine if that egg took more than your all source, but yourself as well. From what I'm hearing, the great city of Nidir is going to be filled with lies and half truths from what the Oracle told us and what they did to his people, or what they claim. But you did fine overall.
Luke, check your Discord chat.
Sure.
Then looking with
Concept party dad, and I'm here for it.
and he looks at Krisha with eagle dagger eyes, and basically says, "I will admit you know how to handle the battlefield by yourself. Interesting how a small statue your size can have a great strength to it. However, I'm concerned on the party welfare due to certain questionable actions." As Onset looks at Brosius for a moment and back, as he recalls the moment when you tied him up to the back of the machinery.
Wait, what? What did I do?
No, we boycotted that. He was joking how he was gonna do that,
oh.
and then we
I
we
thought-
backtracked that,
It
and
was
we,
just a
he just
joke.
ran beside
I
us.
thought I took that. But okay, then sorry.
You took it literally. You thought he actually tied
Dude,
Perseus.
I thought you tied it. It's my head.
It's
Sorry.
I love it.
Like,
We
Maybe you should have.
I wink at Brosius.
yeah, man.
Uh,
However,
Yes, and Acretia, I should.
what is more questionable is the fact that you haven't provided your name yet. And the name is an identity that defines who you are.
she didn't she tell us her name? Wait,
Yeah, we're all gonna.
Thinking
I
about
think
it,
we're all
no.
gonna stare, and then we're gonna be like,
No,
"Yeah."
I even asked for her name. She didn't give
You
it
just
to me.
had-
Are we all just started staring daggers at Acretia now?
yeah.
I'm like, so you speak of identity, but here we all are, someone else, new.
I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna
Youth
look at
is
him.
the name that we
Or I'm gonna be
we
like,
have left behind.
Well, just tell us something. Gotta call you something.
In my experience, like a name means if there's those who don't share a name means they lurk in the shadows. And I don't like the ominous feeling that you could be an assassin out to get one of us. I don't care if it's real or fake, but I would like a name to address you by.
as you say, assassin. James is definitely gonna like take a step sideways away, like from Acretia.
I do a little snake tongue at you when you do.
It's great. Unless you want to be called short stacks for the rest of your life.
Vash is
No,
like,
I was- I-
thinking, like, just to himself, just like, did I, like,
That's
have
right.
sex with an
You
assassin
tell
in
us
the
a
bathroom
name or
bar?
I'll pick a name for you.
Wait, what did you say?
Said Vash is just like thinking to himself, just like, did I have sex with an assassin in the bathroom of a bar?
Of a spaceship right before it crashed?
Man, this is a weird turn of it.
Listen, when you think you're gonna die in a game, the ship was crashing. There was a lot of alcohol involved. Listen, if it's the end of the world, you make apocalypse babies. That's like actually a thing. So, not like we can blame you.
Doing some. There you go.
So we're all staring at you. You're on the
Oh,
spotlight.
Great. Oh. Very well. The name you may know me by is Akrisha.
Fair enough.
Krisha.
Grisha.
Gesundheit.
Oh,
Well, Grisha.
James is gonna look at Kaji when he says that, because Kaji doesn't speak any like known language, and then he's over there just speaking German.
I appreciate the clarity for what you said there. Much appreciated. And On said nod to you. And then he looks at Brosius. And he basically says, Brosius, you said once that only the strongest can survive, correct?
yeah.
Yet, you are the weakest link of this party, and I'm not talking about the muscle.
Whoa. Damn.
What are you talking about?
You act like you're tough and strong, yet I saw you inert, standing there like a fool waiting there to be killed by the monster on top of the tower. Your inaction almost led to your death along with James. If it wasn't for luck and the others were there to help, you might not be sitting here. This must be addressed now. Tell me, Brosius, why were you hesitant to fight that creature?
All eyes on Brosius.
Before he can respond, I would like to put my hand on his shoulder. Or I guess not, because he's super tall, so I guess pat him on the back.
Yep,
And
fair enough.
I'm gonna look up to him and I'm gonna say, "Listen, big guy. Fighting isn't for everyone, even tough people. Whatever the truth is, the feeling, it's going to be a lot easier once you share it with us than holding it out from us."
Well, I haven't. Okay, roll a persuasion check, I think, for that.
Which one? Could I do that? Get Josh do the higher
You can,
persuasion?
either one of you can try.
Go, Josh. Do it. Be
You
the leader.
probably won't need to do it with my
Yeah.
+7.
I'm
Oh
only plus
no!
Okay, that's good. Brosius
Okay.
says, I was a champion of the Unity games, a hero to the people. And I had never been on the front lines, never been a soldier, but I wanted to be. I volunteered for the Super Soldier program. And the next thing I know, they injected me with something, and I woke up talking to Horatio.
Yes, it sounds like you were.
Not. What?
That's
Sounds like you were a victim of the system there.
I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna say, "So, Brosius,
My name
your
and my face were all on all the televisions, but I never killed anything."
Brosius,
Yeah.
this is your chance. You want to be a super soldier. You may not look where you are now, and you may not be the same people that you were who looked up to you, but you're with people who will stand beside you instead. Every soldier needs his brothers in arms. I can try to be that for you, and you can try to be one for me. But a soldier doesn't just kill. A soldier saves lives. He fights for the freedom that him and so many other people have earned. So use those muscles to fight. Use that brain to be a soldier. The brain's a muscle too, my friend.
He seems to nod, and then he scratches his shoulder. Fucking itch. Shall we get going?
Brosius. Don't keep yourself in fear. And if I recall right, you hate losing, correct, Brosius?
Yeah, that's
So-
what drives me.
So heed my word, Brosius. When you are trembling and feeling powerless, instead of losing to your fear, use it as a fuel to your rage. Let your rage fill your lungs as
Ooh.
drinking your muscles. Let it drive you to a place where you can release it from feeling being small and insignificant. There, you will find the power you're seeking. If anything, remember Kaji's words and keep repeating it into your head when you fight. Na Magaki Yusaka. Something wrong. Do not fear the unknown. Is that right?
Brosius, perhaps
Nay,
your super
Marquette
soldier
Rosaka.
program
Never fear
has
the
more
unknown.
than succeeded.
There you go.
And he nods at you.
He nods.
Remember those words then. Have anything that will be drive you to face any challenge out there.
All right. So, are you all gonna get moving again? It's like I would
Yeah.
say it's around noon.
I'm gonna crack my knuckles, crack my fingers, and I'm gonna be like, all right, sounds like we're all ready and know what we gotta do. At least
Fair
a
enough.
general idea. Anyway, let's go. And I'm gonna hop on the elite sled.
All right, you descend down into the river valley. We're gonna get some more art.
I would like to, before we keep going, I'd also like to
Huh?
offer, because Brosius ran a bunch, I'd like to offer him to sit down and we can take shifts on people like walking beside.
I picked some of these flowers.
Okay,
You
so you're gonna
guys
take
are-
some of
you
the yellow
guys are
flowers.
lazy. I can just do the
Okay.
walking. This heat's nothing.
Take
So Vash, I'm walking, I'm driving.
take some of that.
Just
Yeah,
throwing
just
up
see
on the
yellow
people.
flowers. Okay. All right. So as you enter into the valley, you find the river that apparently has this river. I guess make a what is it? A wisdom check, survival check, nature check, probably.
What is it?
This is about I think
Ooh.
okay, that's good.
Dirty
Right.
20.
Okay. This river system connects to the chasms and ravines that you were walking over earlier. Okay.
Okay, I see. Interesting.
Oh.
And they all come out in this one big river? Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
they
Yeah,
come
that
out
is
here.
the travel of the water from where we were initially approaching.
It's all heading north.
So are we? Okay, so it's travel. We're traveling with it
Yes.
as we have. Okay.
So you see this giant flower in the middle of the river as you up ahead.
Is it like on an island or is there like land stretching out
It's
to
on it's on a bank of the river.
it?
So
Does this look like a giant version of a flower I know? Or is it like a unique flower?
it seems pretty unique.
Okay.
But that's about 50 feet tall, by the way.
Okay,
Okay.
that's information we need.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Giant,
I'm gonna look at
giant flower. Yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna look at Kaji and I'm gonna be like
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn my head behind at Kaji and I'm gonna be like, hey, you're kind of like a nature guy. And I'm just gonna like hold my hand out to the flower, kind of speechless. I thought the weird dragon head ruin was the weirdest thing we were gonna see. Giant flowers might take the cake. Kaji. Brian, buddy.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna just stare. Kaji will just stare at this flower and go.
Okay.
Lo shan magica ni or. I am most familiar with plains and rivers, not that of jungle.
Can I
Interesting.
just-
I'm gonna
Okay.
look around to see if anyone in our group has anything other than awe to look
Can
at
I-
this flower.
Can I see if there's any dangers on this flower? If it could attack us from some way? Is there any signs of
I'd
this?
like to discern anything potentially magical about it. like Arcana or whatever.
So
Um,
Ansev and Acretia are looking around. The rest of us are just fucking enamored by the giant flower.
an Arcana check is reasonable. And Sev, you don't detect any danger from it.
Okay, thank you. That's all I need. Just
Yeah, smash that Arcana.
Okay.
What?
Is it wild magic? It's some sort of magic, maybe. Wild magic seems like the thing.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah.
anyway. It's
You
nothing
say
else.
this out loud? There, Acretia?
I assume this creation, if you can call it that, may be magical in
Interesting.
nature.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that tracks.
There are a number of birds sitting around.
Parrots.
I like these birds. They look
Oh, they
pretty
want a cracker?
friendly.
It's
Do these
power.
look?
Ooh, pretty
Do they,
bird.
so do these look like parrots to me? Luke?
Yes. Yes.
They look like fucking parrots or macaws even.
They look like mimics to me. I mean, what?
Yeah, the
Sorry.
freaking bird mimics.
Bird mimics.
Okay, here's another question.
Brosius is like, that looks like food.
Oh,
Do I? I'm gonna
How
look
close
at.
to these birds can I get?
Are you going to try
Oh
and
yeah,
stealth
they're
on it?
also-
If you don't try and stealth on it, they're going to take off probably about 30 feet away from you.
I'll try stealthing on some of these birds.
Okay.
I want to get within like 10 feet of one.
All right.
I'll stop the car for that,
Okay.
since Brosius expressed hunger as well, as I'm sure we all are. So
I'm gonna try to
Question.
snatch one.
Question.
Uh-huh.
For the one he's sneaking up on,
Yes.
if I were to mind sliver it,
Okay. Yeah.
it would need to have an intelligence save of 13.
Okay.
I just want to get a closer look at one.
he wants more food.
All right. Make your stealth check.
All right. Are you preparing mine, Sliver?
Yes.
All right, where's my stealth?
Nice job.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a dirty 20. Good shit, baby. Good shit.
All
I'm
right.
going-
What is the attribute? I think I just roll wisdom.
For what? My thing? It's intellect.
No.
Oh, is
okay,
that going off
it's-
now?
You've approached it without being detected. Now I have to roll intelligence save.
Yes.
Okay, it failed the intelligence save and it was stealthed up on.
Okay. Well, it's a
What does Mind
disorienting
Sliver
spike
do?
of psychic energy. It has 1d4 minus on its next saving throw, and it'll take 1d6 psychic damage right now.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Just gonna kill it. You're gonna explode its
We got
brain
more
inside
food.
It's
All right, you've dropped a bird.
Nice food.
I look
Okay.
really sad. I was
The
like-
other four
roll
birds in
again.
the area are all gonna make a check. Sort of a wisdom check.
perception.
To like be like instinct wise, like what the heck
Are
is
there-
going?
Are there any others within 10 feet of me?
Yes.
That's a good one.
All right,
Then
only
use-
one bird flew away.
Oh yeah, we're getting food.
Okay, so 3 more birds are just chilling.
Can I
I'm
go
gonna
again on the next one?
Oh my god.
Okay, Akrisha, did you want to do a thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna like just pluck one of them off a branch with the
You're
inky
gonna-
black tentacle.
He
Okay,
wants one alive.
so make an attack roll for touch, I think, right?
Yeah, this is I've got a button for this.
I mean, it's a
Yeah.
grapple, right? So, and new rules grappling is an unarmed strike. and if it hits you, get the grapple. So
Oh, I have
All right,
some
you
salt.
you have gotten a
So-
hold of it.
Oh,
And-
okay.
For the
I would-
flower.
I would help, but bullets are expensive.
I have a bird.
The next one failed its int save as well, though. Okay.
Oh
it's
no.
dead. It's most like he's dead. Kill it with your mine.
so we've got two dead ones.
Mhm.
I
Assuming
believe.
Todd kills it with his mind slider.
So, Luke, by the way, can I go close to the giant flower?
I give Haji a dirty look when this
Hold
if
on
this
for
bird
that
dies
check.
in my clutches.
He's not grabbing the same one you are, I think.
Oh,
Nope,
No.
different.
Yeah, just roll damage. And I'm
me?
gonna roll and I'm gonna roll saving throws for the next two birds.
Yeah, we're getting food.
Yep,
Another
that one's
bird
dead.
flew away.
So we've got two
Oh,
dead birds.
The two remaining
Got one
birds flew
live
away.
one.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
so we have two dead birds.
I will
Okay.
pick up both
And
of
one
them.
live one, right? Because he's holding one.
One live one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a tentacle.
I now turned to the party, and I'm holding this bird.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's
The
quite
live bird?
interesting.
I'm like, are you gonna
Good,
keep
I
it?
look really pleased with myself.
good catch, good kills.
I'm just gonna pet its little
There
head.
was one thing I want to do on the flower, by the way. Are we still at the flower, or have we just gone?
Yeah,
by
you
it?
can go. You can go up to the flower. You've stopped near it.
Is there anything magical about this bird?
Make an Arcana check.
I want to see if the flower itself is somehow correlate or has some association with all source power.
How far are we from the flower?
Say you're
From the
like
base.
40 feet from the flower, so he's gonna have to
Specifically-
walk over there.
Yeah, I'm walking
So
over there.
I would actually like to get us up to 30 feet with the car, and then I'm gonna recommend that we park the car and hoof it from, so we don't have it have to worry about it being with us. And then
Okay.
I'm gonna try and cover the car and brush, essentially hide it from anyone coming by.
All right, this bird has some kind of a fire elemental property.
Ooh.
Does it have any affinity with this flower?
Yeah, is the magic similar?
Yeah, you get the same kind of wild magic vibe from it. You don't know if its source is a flower, or the bird, or the environment here.
When you say wild magic, are you just doing are you doing primal, like the 3 D&D magics? Primal, divine, arcane.
So I'll go ahead and Kaji, the spirits here in this area are confused. That's a vibe you're picking up. Okay.
Okay.
I want to.
Not exactly sure what I'm supposed to do with it.
They have undirected aggression and unusual fixation.
So, flower adventure. How's that going? We get into the flower.
Right, so the flower, you find a... Okay, well actually, do you want to climb up the flower?
Oh.
I'm gonna say
I
after
will.
I hid the car with
Yeah, I'll let
brush, caught up
our hero
with everyone
Mash
who
do it.
walked up to the flower. But I would be probably behind everyone as well.
I'm
Okay.
climbing that thing.
Vash is climbing the flower? Alright.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll have him lead,
Yep.
and then I'll be second up if nothing
You can
goes wrong.
you can use athletics or acrobatics for that.
I'll be
Do
second beat.
acrobatics. 22.
Alright, you spryly... There's good handholds. You spryly sort of just get yourself up to the top. Alright, this leaf is very rigid. Okay?
Like the pink petal? Is that what
Yeah,
you're
the
talking
petal.
about?
That's right.
This is a solid flower there.
Ah,
I,
yeah.
You could literally just fall asleep right here if you wanted.
Oh God.
It's very
I
comfortable.
guess if it be that big, it would have to be pretty durable
Oh.
for it to not
In
droop
fact,
on its own.
You're starting to get tired right now. Let's
Yeah,
make
huh.
a wisdom save
Oh no.
for the people who climbed up here.
5.
Was that save? 13.
All right, so Vash, you're just gonna take a nap,
Oh god.
Oh.
and the leaves are starting to sort of twist and come inward.
Am
God
I
darn
able
it.
to identify this as a pretty much Venus flytrap?
Yeah, this will be a
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna attempt to help
I
Vash to get out.
will yell for the party. Sim Akra
We're-
Workrin, that is not of the right mind. Leave now.
I walk up. Oh god.
Those two are already up there when you realize it,
I
right?
walk up to the base of the flower and I place my hand against it, and along with, I want to like um inflict wounds, but I want to like do like suck the life out of this fucking bird as part of that process.
Oh, you're still,
Like
you're still
Okay.
on the bird.
With the
I have
bird?
diabolism. If that helps, I don't know. I'm gonna use diabolism and like try
That's
to
my
add
favorite
bird's
spell.
life force
So
to this, like inflict wounds on this fucking base
Okay.
of the
Yeah.
flower.
All right, so you're gonna inflict some wounds to the flower.
I'm gonna try to get Vash out with me. if
So
it's
right,
possible.
so you're gonna try to get Vash out. So just make an athletics check.
Oh god. You
'cause-
help. Yeah. Good luck. Have
My
fun.
second choice was to cast sleep on
Seven.
everybody that
I'm not
was up
strong.
there.
All right, you're not able to pull him out, but
I'll slap him or something.
yeah, you can wake him up. You can wake him
Yeah.
up with your action.
Slap his
Okay.
face.
All right,
oh, what? What's going on? Oh, hey.
all right. It's gonna
Hey.
take. All right, it's
Yep.
We would say that the petals are about 1/3 of the way closed.
Okay.
Wow. This is cozy. This is a nice.
This
nap.
is not cozy. You're about to get acidified.
Oh, not again. We should
Have you seen that? What the
we
hell's
should
the
go
name
then,
of
I
the
suppose.
Guy with 100 lives.
Oh my god. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah,
now
let's
that I'm
do
awake,
so.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
All
me
right.
too.
So make another athletics or acrobatics check for climbing down.
16.
The thing closes slowly enough that you don't have
I'm
to worry
down.
about being caught.
It's gonna take
but
damage.
Ansev is going to fall a little bit on the way down.
It's
We're
gonna
going to
hurt.
take 2d6 falling damage.
Yeah, come on, be low damage, will you? Low
Oh.
damage.
What was the outcome of my inflict wounds?
You've charred a big portion of this thing, and I'm actually going to say one of the petals is going to fall off of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I
Yeah,
have
I
to
did
roll damage, or is this narrative?
No, it's narrative.
Okay.
And the petal lands beside you, and it's a good thing it didn't land on anybody because it is as tough as like a blade.
Oof.
It just chops into the ground, and it sinks like 3 feet into the jungle soil.
Oof.
Okay.
Just barely.
I'm gonna look at it, and then I'm gonna look at Kaji, and I'm gonna look at Acacia. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna
Well,
read the
now
card.
it can't close
Get
on
the fuck
anybody
outta here.
completely.
It can't completely close, right?
Yep.
I say I'm gonna go get the car, okay, so we can get the fuck out of here.
It
And I'm
does fit, even though you guys have come down. It actually finishes up closing because
Okay.
it doesn't seem to have much in the way of intelligence.
Once
Yeah.
I'm down, can I try and
Did you roll the 2d6, or do you want me to roll it?
I'll roll it.
but once I'm down, can I try and like use my rebar rod
Ow.
to like break off a piece of this petal?
Ouch. That's a rough day.
Okay, you're gonna use the rebar rod to break off a piece of the petal.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you are gonna spend like 10 minutes beating on this thing
Yep.
Oof.
and make an
That's
athletics
like-
check.
I'm gonna assist him.
Yeah, make an assist. That's probably good.
So I'll do it with advantage for a help action.
Yeah.
Didn't work. 14 is the roll.
Okay. You break off a piece that's about like 2 feet long.
Oh, jeez. Never climb up anything ever again. That's one
Okay.
thing
I would like to. Hey, Luke.
Yeah.
Seeing as I'm the, I guess the one of us here who really knows how to sort of focus in on the all source type ordeal stuff because I've done
Uh-huh.
it before.
Yeah.
I'd like to put my hands on the base of this flower and see if I can detect any of that power in it.
Let me
Because
take a look.
from my little experience, all source seems to be within like the forefront of places, and this flower seems to be the pretty big feature here. So
All right. Roll me Arcana. All right. You feel like you're sensing some energy, but it's not. It's not like in kind to the energy that you were touching before, nor is it even remotely in power. It's there is energy here, but it's much weaker than you sensed when you touched the egg of Raal, nor is it the exact same kind energy.
does it seem? Does it seem like there should be more?
No,
No.
no.
Jeez.
Okay.
Enough of the flower. I'm done
Alright.
with climbing things up.
Yeah. All right. Brosius agrees. Um, let's find a place to cook some of these birds. I don't want to do it anywhere near that thing.
You got a good point, Brosius. Let's try to keep at it.
I bonfire this fucking flower and turn around and walk.
Oh, we're roasting a flower.
Hold
Okay.
on, hold on, hold on. This thing's in the middle of the rainbow.
It means
Yeah,
it's
so
moist.
everything's wet. We fine.
Yeah.
With a azure bonfire, blue flame. It's cold. It's frost fire.
Can't
Oh,
burn.
interesting.
Can't-
Okay.
I guess that's okay.
Further down the river, you find these nice little ponds off to the side of the main branch of the river.
Speaking of things I'm not wanting
Does
to
that
do,
flower count as a kill?
The bird
Yeah,
already counts as a kill.
Experience?
I just
Do we
asked.
Do we get XP for killing it?
No, I'm not going to
Burning
give
flower?
anything for the flower. For
Aw.
it's not. It's not intelligent. It's just a flower.
I appreciate
It's giant,
the
though.
trial.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
Okay, so here we are. We have this nice pond. It's probably about 5 in the afternoon now.
learning my lessons. We shouldn't trust anything in this damn flowers. Ugh, God darn it, my back.
So just like I did with the stale pond, is this like? Does this look a little cleaner?
Yeah,
and
this
are
is
there
this
potentially
is
fish?
this is clear water. Um, there are some small fish.
I'd like to go fishing.
With what? With fingers?
No, he's just
I'm gonna
expressing
go-
his fire.
We
I'm
got
gonna go
I'm gonna go-
spear
I'm
fishing with
gonna
my
go-
rebar.
He said
Okay,
he'd
okay.
like
He's
to.
got rebar. I've got a knife. I can
Oh
stab
my
into the
god,
water.
you're gonna spearfish with a fucking repo. That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah.
absolutely am.
that's
What do I
fine.
gotta
Alright,
roll?
I'm gonna be there to
Hey.
assist him.
Miko? Not Miko.
I
Luke?
give him my proficiency bonus.
Yes.
Am I allowed to use Arcing Bolt here in the water?
Oh god.
Oh
And
yeah.
kill everything in the
So
lake.
fucking funny.
Just kill everything in the lake.
Just fry everything. That makes our lives
All
easy.
right. So they all start to get ready. Are you gonna warn them before you're like, I got
No.
this?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
okay.
I'll have
act-
heavy
let me
Are they like
rephrase.
ankle deep in
Let
the
me
water?
rephrase. I'm going to push them
Yes.
aside. I'm not going to so
Okay.
much tell them, but I'll push them aside, and then I'll arc bolt at the
Oh,
water.
well, okay.
All right. So
I'll push them
The
aside
fish-
and then
the
go
fish frying-
Magica Ligric.
all right, the fish are fried. Another. Let's roll a 2d10 small fish.
Oh
Okay.
man, we're getting food today, y'all. I'm gonna be like,
And then I think you need. I think we need
16
to
small
roll. I
fish.
think we need to roll a percentile die and see just like at a certain set of numbers, just a giant fucking fish, like fucking kingfish, just floats to the top.
All right, so now Brosius is like, all right, I guess I'm gonna go get some wood. We can start a fire.
That's fair,
And
dude.
he's gonna walk off into the jungle for a minute.
Hold up.
Oh,
Basically,
hold-
I'm gonna go get some wood too, and I
we should
just
all make sure we have somebody with each other. You know, because
yeah,
oh.
yeah.
because he points at the plant
Um,
and how we almost got killed. If
Acretia offers to go with, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some wood
I'll
too.
gather
Apparently.
the fish.
All right.
How many fish
So
was there?
Acretia and Brosius are going to get wood.
Yep.
You got 16 fish, various
Okay,
small fish.
I'll add a custom.
Okay.
Hey Luke, I'm gonna look at Vash. I'm gonna say, so hey Vash, while he's cooking up some of that stuff, why don't we get, maybe we could set up a couple lean-tos or something.
Yeah,
Everyone
sounds
to
like something we
sleep
could get done. I don't know if it's late enough to warrant sleep, but
So.
I mean, I don't think we're gonna find a place better to camp, so.
I mean, maybe we should discuss if that's even a plan that we all want to do. Because personally, I don't think it's necessary. But if the group decides that we should, then I'm happy to do so.
could I orient myself with the jungle and the map if just geography wise, how far are we out to get out of this jungle? Can we get out of this jungle at the end of the day? The time.
No,
Like, see this-
you'll still be in this jungle. So you can either just keep looking for another place further on and go to bed later, or stop here.
Fair enough. Okay, fair enough. Then I'll at least explain that to everyone there. That it seems like we will not be able to get out of this jungle in one day. So just keep that in mind. It's probably best if we sleep a little bit later, but it's up to everybody.
Unless everyone wants to take the gamble that we're gonna find a better place down the way.
Also, the only thing that's keeping you oriented is the fact that you're following this river that's on the map.
Yep. Following.
Have we gotten to or past the point at which we first encountered the ravine?
Yes, you've passed it.
Yeah. Remember, he told us that this big river we're following
Yeah.
was led into by all those.
I know, but I just wanted to confirm that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that point happened shortly before the big flower. Okay.
Gotcha. All right, so would I be able to make any estimate of what that point was, or be able to recognize it?
Like the flower or this lake?
The point at which the ravine met the other.
Oh.
Yeah. Make an investigation, or a nature or survival.
16.
Okay. Yeah, you have an idea where that probably the flow of another source of water that came was probably from the ravine system. Yeah.
All right, I'm sending you 2 texts in Discord.
Okay.
All right. Anyway. Yeah. I guess Onset will assist with Kaji, even though Kaji probably knows what he's doing. He's more observant of the area around him and just checking if there's anything, I guess, hostile against us. Making sure nothing.
Oh yeah, did we ever answer how many fish there were?
16.
Yes.
16.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So you start cooking. It takes about 45 minutes, and then Brosius and Acretia make their way back with a couple handfuls of wood suitable for starting a fire. Yeah. So you got your dinner going.
Yep. I'm just keeping watch for any threats.
Who's
there.
cooking? I forgot to give the bird to somebody who's making food.
Probably Kaji. We saw him pluck the bird and make a good meal. So I'm
Kaji-
like trusting
That
Kaji.
was the first time a while back, and that was the big gun bird.
Yep.
The other two are currently draining of blood.
Okay. There you go. See?
Okay.
He's doing his thing.
This one's been hit with diabolism. I don't know what you can
Want
do with it, but Here you
Oh,
go.
so the bird that Acretia has is possibly tainted.
I hand it to Kaji. I was like, do what you can.
Does it
My
look
hands are kinda sticky, too.
significantly different than the others?
It's had a little bit of necrotic magic applied to it, which
It has decayed and stuff,
yeah.
and I'm just like,
yeah.
Yeah, the bird also might be sticky.
Why is it
Sticky?
sticky?
Why is it sticky?
We don't question things anymore. Let's just.
Well, yes, we do. We've always questioned
enough.
things. If anything, we need to question
Oh
things
God,
more.
I don't want to know this. Don't. Oh God.
Yeah, I
Sim
need-
akar rakron
Uh,
nim
She looks
magica
extra hot.
akra jaltra. The fuck is this?
nice.
Uh,
It's not my problem.
Maybe use it as bait for fishing. Or
It's a
whatever.
gift.
It might not be bait, but it can for sure
Okay.
scare somebody away.
I will two finger
I mean-
while hands are flaming, pick it up and place it off to the side for now.
Burn any
Okay.
germ as
Not
they
worth
touch you. I love it.
All right. So you all camp here for a while. You, after you get all your food prepared, you've set up lean-tos, and
I said I would only set up lean-tos with them if we were all agreeing to actually that we wanted to sleep here, which we haven't decided.
oh yeah,
yet.
you have to decide if you're gonna sleep after you've had dinner. Are you gonna sleep here or are you gonna push on?
Oh,
Because what time
mean,
is it?
we-
Because to my
Let's
impression, it
just
was
say
just after midday.
It was like 3:30 when you got
I
here.
thought you said it was like
and-
5:30 when we
Did I
got
say it was
here.
5:30? It's 5:30 when you got
Yeah.
here. Okay, it's like 7:30 now.
Okay, well in that
yeah,
case,
then,
yeah, I'd be okay with sleeping.
Alright.
That's
I was
why.
under the
That's why
impression
when
it was
you.
much
That's
earlier.
why. Yeah, that's why
Okay.
when you said I don't know if we'll be sleeping here. I'm like, well, we're not gonna get much further. Like,
Okay.
I would like
if we
to
want to
observe,
travel tonight.
investigate the constellations in the sky, assuming that stars
Alright.
are coming up. Are there stars?
Be heavy or bash.
Yeah.
So as you
wanna-
look at the stars, first, there is a blue moon that you notice.
Read time.
Then there is
Read time.
maybe 2 or 3 there's 3 stars in the western sky, and there's a whole bunch in a tight circle on the other side on the eastern sky.
How many moons are there?
There's 1 moon. It's blue.
Man, it's a lot darker than it is in my home world. I got 5 on on the old Gunsmoke.
5
Because this is a pretty fucking strange skyscape.
Hey, Luke.
Yeah, it is pretty weird, no doubt. What? What did you ask?
Brosius after that.
I was like, you still the Perseus voice. So I was like, wait, are you asking me what's going on?
Was that an Ambrosius in or out of game voice?
Fourth dimension
It
power.
was. I had
Fourth
just done
wall.
I had just done a Brosius in game, and then I was
Brosius
trying to get
looked
out of
through
that,
the
and then I
screen
didn't.
at
Yeah.
Joshua Macy and
You
said,
just
"What do
fourth
you
walled
want?"
Ambrosius.
Well,
They were
I
all
guess,
in
all right.
range.
Actually, you know what? Instead of
It's
asking Luke,
hilarious.
what is Brosius doing right now? I'm curious. Is he just chilling?
He's standing around chewing on a fish, and he agreed with the observation of Acretia that the sky is kind of weird, huh?
I'm gonna walk up to Brosius and I'm gonna say, hey Brosius, tomorrow, so we don't have to stop and get food. I'm actually thinking before we go to bed, maybe we should go out and at least set a trap, see if we can get a wild animal, use some muscle.
Okay, I'll follow your lead. And he'll follow you off to go set a trap. And if you need his
Yeah,
help with it,
We're gonna go
Yeah.
hunt, and if we can't do anything, I'm just gonna set
Yeah.
a
sure.
trap.
Me and Bash are gonna do read time.
Yeah, do I gotta
Yeah.
roll anything to try and understand this language
Trying
again?
to translate this book. Okay,
Yep.
so at this point, Ansev will learn how to read. Okay, and you can start helping
Yep.
Vash as well.
Fair enough.
Do I gotta roll anything, or are we waiting on
I'll
that?
train.
No, you don't have to roll anything. It's just going to take time.
Yep.
Okay.
I am closely also trying to understand the religion here to gain that knowledge. So
Okay. Did you see the item or whatever?
Yeah, I did. Do you want me
Okay.
to relay that because he's gonna be reading
Yeah,
it?
tell him that.
So it says a person fluent in Vanish script who studies this tome intensely for a week or who spends an hour reading it daily for a month may choose to learn the Vanipa, Society 1, Dragon Lore 1, or Mysticism 1. Studying the tome intensely means at least 4 hours a day.
So you either do it intensely for 4 hours a day for a week, or an hour a day for a month.
Gotcha. I guess I will intensely do it
Wait.
then.
Yeah, you have the time tonight, I guess.
Yeah.
What is
Okay.
your? Where? You got your cat on you still, Ansef?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have my cat, so I hate. He's still with me.
The cat's also munching on a fish.
Yep.
All right, how do Brosia going? Do we find anything hunting?
You find a clearing where there is a tall bird. It is like it seems like a flightless bird. It's
You
on the
got a
other side of this clearing.
So 1 hour.
You got a picture?
a week.
I want a picture of
It's
this
a good
tall
question.
flight.
Good question. If I have this,
Okay.
If you just bring to me like a PNG of a fucking ostrich. With that
Yeah.
that bird from
Good.
Up,
You should. You should.
that bird from Up, the colorful, obnoxious one.
no, I'll do something different. All right, so this bird is like. This bird was not intended to be used for this purpose. So we're going to just say this is the bird you see instead of it being the flightless bird at all. Okay. This is like a 4 foot tall bird.
So it's not flightless.
No.
Oh, it's just a giant parakeet.
Yeah.
That's breathing fire.
It breathes
Oh,
fire.
Man.
We don't know
Whatever.
it breathes fire though.
It even
Okay,
looks like
so-
a breeze fire. Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Brosius, and I'm gonna whisper, like nudge him in the arm, and I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Think we can take that thing without ruining the meat?
Yeah. I think we can do it.
I mean, that's all 3 meals
And
for
this is
tomorrow.
what-
to do.
Rosius is cheating on me.
All right.
And this is where they both die, and we don't know what happened to
let's see.
Death by ostrich.
You get ready to charge in. I'm gonna.
Death by
I'm gonna,
space ostrich.
All right. So what
Only
do you
one
do?
of you dies a
I'm
virgin.
gonna fire a celestial burst at it.
Okay. Um,
15
Roll-
to hit.
roll initiative.
Just those two, right?
10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're fighting. We're not engaging this.
Okay.
We're just chilling on
This
our
is this is how you go.
All right.
It's because I teach him no fear. He's fighting. Yeah, I'm proud of you, Brosius. Nothing can stop you now.
That's right.
Hey, dog, it's now.
All right. So the initiative order is Brosius first, and he passed his turn to wait for you. Then you did your celestial burst, which hit.
Cool. I'll roll.
I shouldn't have made that ability.
The thing
It's
is,
6 damage to it.
I regret all my choices.
what ability did you make?
Oh no, I was thinking of a different one. I thought you had.
All
No,
right.
you're thinking of celestial blast.
Yeah.
Or
All
radiant
right. So now
blast.
Brosius
Which I have,
charges in and swings at it.
Hold on, sir.
Oh.
Ooh.
I'm
Spicy.
casting Shield of Faith on Bros.
Okay. So he's got a buff on him that gives him, I think, armor class.
He has
Plus 2
plus
AC.
2 AC for 10
Okay.
minutes.
Cool.
Concentration.
It is concentration. That is.
And then he
Mm.
thwacks it for 16.
Nice. That's max almost.
And that drops the bird. Okay,
Oh. There you go.
there you
Oh.
go.
Good shit.
You found
Yeah.
the meat.
I'm gonna run out of the bushes before I launch a celestial burst. I'm gonna high five, bro. A good takedown, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to carry it.
All right. So the two of you carry it back.
So funny.
It looks like you guys brought some meat. Well played.
Yep.
Yeah, should have seen this guy. He went in, and it was over.
You know, I said like that.
I just facepalm.
Oh come on!
At
We've
least you
got
guys are
food.
back. Oh, you
food
guys
for
are
all
back alive, so that's all that matters.
I'm sorry. Acacia apologizes.
All right.
I thought it was funny.
So when you guys go to sleep, are you going to just all pass out around this?
I
guess-
would like to smoke
yeah.
Kaji.
Are there any flowers nearby?
We should take each
There's
a watch.
No significant flowers nearby. Hey, you're gonna take a watch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the weakest right now at the start, but
So,
I'll keep watch for
Hmm.
my time.
okay.
If you that's what you want to do, sure. I was gonna say I'm pretty pumped from that kill.
I probably would do a watch last if possible, if everybody is wanting to do the routine. But I was
Okay.
basically explaining everybody if if you guys
James will
we
take-
should.
All right. So, anybody got a watch order for me?
I'll be last
Uh,
because I'm damaged, so I need that. full
James
rest.
will be first. Who's
I can go second.
okay? So James,
Brosius third.
Bash, Brosius third. Is that what you were gonna say?
Yeah. Yeah.
James, Vash, Brosius, Kaji, or Acacia. Either way you want. You don't really have to, but
What's the order at the moment?
This is it. Right now.
Onsev will go last. So
Yep.
you'd go after Brosius.
I'll go wherever.
Okay,
I'll
then
go
you're going
after.
after Brosius.
Kaji, you want to take a watch?
I'll take the one where the fire would go out, anyways, if we're not keeping watch over it, because
Alright.
I have dark vision.
So, I'll just slot you in before Acacia then.
Very well.
All right, so we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
James, Vash, Brosius, Kaji, Acacia, that's it.
All right, during Kaji's watch, Kaji, make a perception check.
Don't fuck it up.
You got this. I believe in you, even though Anso has.
Kaji,
Yeah.
What you need?
Brian.
Sorry.
Perception check.
Something happened on your watch. Gotta know if you saw it.
He,
Alright.
He fucking saw it.
Spidey senses are tingling.
All right, you see these creatures heading toward where everybody's heading toward the water, where everybody's sleeping by.
Is it intention of heading towards water, and it's just we happen to be there, or is it intention of actually heading to us?
Make a nature check to determine their intention.
Bad nature check.
Believe in the nature of yourself.
All right, you believe that they're likely just heading towards water, but they will also probably be disturbed if they find people.
Can he tell what they are? Does he have dark vision?
I do have
Yeah.
dark vision.
He has dark vision.
Okay. Like the
If they're-
other animals around here, they have some sort of a link to the spirits that's sort of chaotic.
Oh, they're giant fucking dung beetles.
Oh.
If they get within
Okay.
60 feet, my familiar is going to notice them and alert me.
Okay.
Kevin
Um,
probably still awake. Good old night.
Am I
Right,
able
right.
to intimidate them to go further down the water or away?
yeah, make a
Or-
intimidation. Make an intimidation check.
No, this is a flat.
I want to hear
whatever.
that
Yeah,
description.
probably not
That's
gonna
amazing.
happen.
Boo.
Okay.
Because you know it's a charisma.
Yeah. All right. They seem a little bit disturbed at your display, and let's roll initiative.
Oh
way,
yeah.
The at the point where they move in,
Are they within? Are they?
Acretia is going to be woken up, and Onset will be woken up as well. Okay.
It's like, me.
That was
Yeah.
almost a nat one.
Oh,
We're rolling initiative,
shoot! And we did not get long rest. I'm 6 HP.
You get a long rest after this, so.
Yeah.
How many people rest? How many rests were there?
Is everyone awake at this point?
You just have to roll initiative even if you're asleep,
Gotcha.
because it has to do with where you're going to be slotted into initiative when you wake up.
I
Okay.
like my -1. Oh,
All right.
Okay,
It looks like everybody's good, and I'm going to start.
I've got a -1 too, buddy.
All right. The first
Hi.
thing that happens is one of these beetles marches forward.
oh wait, can I get advantage? And whoever's woken up gets advantage on the initiative roll. Is that possible? Can I petition for this?
No,
All right.
you just get your first turn without, not having.
Oh,
a
well,
first
that's
turn.
Yeah, no,
that's
yeah,
just
yeah.
good.
Not being
Yeah.
prone and having to wake
That's
up.
actually even better.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
All right.
Because anyway,
Beetle
even
moves
with,
in. The second beetle moves in. Then it's Brosius' turn. He's asleep. It's Vash's turn. He's asleep. It's Ensev's turn. You're awake.
Okay, fair enough. These guys are gonna like wake up on their own, right? Or do I need to do something?
They will wake up
When
potentially
somebody,
whenever there's loud noise, or potentially whenever they're touched.
All right, then I'll take a nice
noise.
action of yelling like a leader and being like, "Wake up, fools! We have enemies coming our way."
All right.
Wake up.
Everyone
fools.
who's not exhausted from the day will wake up, which is I think
Yeah.
everybody.
I think you're right.
I think we
Okay.
did manage to avoid exhaustion. And any
Yeah.
heat exhaustion we had, like Brosius, was just, he
Right.
swam it off. By the way, when he wakes up, I'm assuming he'll have a nice infection.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so Ansev, you've woken everybody up. You still have your action. Yeah, we'll count that as your bonus action to wake everybody up.
Could that be my action? Because my bonus action was urgent
Sure,
orders.
you can switch it. You can switch it as you like.
Okay.
Okay.
So okay, fair enough. So that right there, I'm gonna use my warlord leadership dice, and whoever's the two closest urgent orders to get them. Who's like I guess Brosius, right? To get them to go right after them.
Okay.
Do me.
S-
Do me.
So you're gonna target Brosius and get him
Yeah.
moving.
Yeah, urgent
Okay.
orders to force them. He can move.
All right. He stands up and he
Yeah.
moves towards them, and he
Okay.
gets some temp HP.
That is correct. Yep. D6.
Okay.
And he gets the max.
All right. He's good to go.
Okay. Good luck, frontliner. Don't die.
All right. Now we have Kaji. You're obviously awake.
Oh, I wouldn't have guessed.
Yeah. So as you count the beetles in front of you, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh.
There's a
Oh
lot
my
of
god.
them.
You have a battle map for this, or no?
Actually, I do, but maybe it's not worth setting it up. Really, let's just try it without it.
Okay.
Okay. And then there's one larger beetle. Okay. which is behind the others.
Oh no.
I will. Am I able to actually get to it? The big one?
You will not be able to get to it without walking past two of the lesser ones,
That's unfortunate.
which you could try, but you know.
Alright,
shoot.
so I'm able to see the big guy at least?
Yeah.
I guess I'll hurl a chromatic orb at him.
All
Oops.
right.
I didn't mean to click that. Just ignore that.
Okay.
Yeah, that sucks.
That is a whiff. Let's see what element it was, because we just have.
Sorry, didn't
Ra-
mean for that acid.
Okay, so we melt away a tree behind you. Behind this
Nice.
thing. Yeah.
I look at like I don't know, but
Does
I
it
get,
fall on him or anything, or just like? No?
I'll roll a d8.
I thought that was cool.
Come on, give us a lucky hit.
It falls to the right and it lands over the river,
Okay.
and it doesn't affect anything. But I guess you could use it to cross the river.
Yes, there we go.
Okay.
The bitchin' tree now.
Yeah.
Tree bridge.
Okay, Kaji, you done?
Bonus action. I guess I'll call a spirit next to it.
All right. You've never called your spirit that anybody has seen before.
No.
Can you describe
So-
this?
It will be humanoid from the waist up, and it will have blue energy of crackling electric.
What's it doing from the waist down?
It's just nothing. There's nothing there.
Oh, okay. It's
Oh.
like a
I thought you were
semi-embodied
gonna-
thing. Yeah.
I thought you were just gonna say he's got like slacks and a really basic brown belt.
Nope.
You should have gone with that. I go.
You really?
Fair enough.
It's just
Okay, so
it's like
Acretia,
a
you're
normal dude, just a normal dude from the waist down.
I'm I'm gonna go invisible.
Ooh. sneaky,
Okay. So that's your action.
Yep. And I'm gonna. How
So
many
as you're a
people-
person who just woke up, you are getting up from prone, I assume.
Yes.
Okay.
Burns half my movement. Yes.
Yeah.
How many? Who's within 15 feet of me?
Let's just say there's 3 of these little bugs.
No, like who friendly is?
Oh,
within 15?
friendlies. You've got Brosius on your right. You've got Kaji directly behind you, and you've got Ansev on your left.
And who's conscious currently? Brosius.
Everyone
Ansev?
is now. Everyone is.
Everyone is now. Okay.
Some people are scrambling to get up, but yeah, everybody's awake.
Everybody.
I
All
think
right.
I use my action to yell to wake everyone up.
And I think the only people who aren't up now are me and James and Bash.
Yeah.
Is Brosius in melee with anybody?
No. He's
yet.
he's like 10 feet away.
Okay. Fuck.
Hmm?
All right. What's So there's 7. What? How many? There's a big bug, and then there's like 7
There's 9 smaller bugs.
or 9 smaller bugs. Sorry. Whichever one is closest to me, I'm gonna hit with academic anguish.
Okay, what's the save?
Int.
Oh my god.
Oh my
I'm
god.
sure-
dumb.
I'm sure they're dumb. They maybe
Nat
not.
20. Oh my god, look at that. My
All right. So
Whoa, they're dumb.
this bug's
really dumb.
This bug's really dumb.
Rolls? I'm not seeing rolls for these. Oh, there we go. It just came.
Oh
to.
my
Yeah.
god!
Wow.
All right, it's alive.
It learned knowledge.
What did
Does
it
that
learn?
mean it learned something?
You
It
tell
learned-
me. I didn't
it
think
learned-
anything.
It learned no, listen, it learned the exact like
You learn
relation of
shit.
how dumb it is.
The meaning
Of
of
how
life.
dumb itself is
Oh God, yeah.
compared to
Didn't have an I just gave it an existential crisis.
Oh
yeah,
my
because
god.
you gave it the ability to realize how stupid it is compared to it.
Yeah.
Much more. Yeah.
Okay. Are you?
Made
Is that your turn?
self-reflective.
I will. I guess I'll move up to be adjacent to Brosius with
Okay.
just so long as I don't
Yeah.
trigger any opportunity
You
attacks.
will not.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Cool. Next up, we have James Bond.
James Bond, baby. I would like to use my movement to get up from prone, so I have 15
Okay.
feet of movement left. How far
I'll
is
make
the
a note. I
furthest-
didn't really need to use invisibility there, so
How far is
kind
the
of
furthest?
wasted.
How far is what?
The closest bug to me.
15 feet away.
Perfect. I'm gonna move right up to his face hole.
All right. This bug, it's dimly glowing.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I'm gonna stab it with my knife.
Hit it. Hit it like you mean it.
That's not a great hit.
That's not a hit at all.
Oh my god. Ooh.
Rip.
Being tough.
Is there anyone else within 5 feet of me?
Yeah, we'll say there's another one slightly to your left.
Cool. I'm gonna use Radiant Blast to hit them both. There you go,
Okay.
Miko. They need to make
There
a con.
it is.
What kind of save?
Con.
There.
Constitution.
Fail. And fail.
1d8. Radiant
Five.
damage.
Nice.
5 radiant damage each.
All right, 2 bugs are baked.
There you go.
Oh, they're just dead. I didn't realize they were that.
Yep.
weak.
Yeah, they are dead.
Nice.
So you see James hop up and he runs over and he goes to stab, but the bug somehow does some ninja bug shit in the dark and
It scuttles
moves to
back
the
like 2
yeah,
inches.
it
Yeah.
scuttles
Oh,
back.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, no, and I explode into bright light and they die. And they're
Yep.
and they're crisp. Sorry, not
All right.
crisp.
And
Lightly
now,
roasted.
and now it's little bug initiative.
Ooh.
All right, one of them's biting Acretia.
Oh no.
This one has learned something, and it learned how to bite better.
Oh no.
It's gonna learn how to
yeah.
bite a.
Oh,
I'm gonna shield that.
Oh.
shield it? Okay, what did you shield? The 18? Yeah, I think that makes it a miss. Yep, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
-1 to their bite. These poor things
Yeah.
are just like
I like how it rolled max damage for 5.
Look, we're
though.
getting more food.
Yeah.
We need all the food.
All right, next one. We'll bite at Brosius. Missing.
definitely ain't hitting big boy Brosius.
All right, next one is going over to Vash.
To Vash.
Fucker.
A 6, but it has
Ooh,
advantage
nope.
because you're not up yet.
Uh,
Oh no.
Does a 13 get you?
No.
Oh.
Yeah,
you're-
it doesn't.
You're hard to hit. Okay.
Harder.
Let's go,
to hit, I
baby.
guess.
yes.
Then the next one is gonna fly over to Kaji.
Guy.
Oh, they have fucking wings.
13. Yeah, little things
13
just
will
start
not
flying.
hit me.
13 misses. Okay. And that means
There's another one? How many of these are there?
we go to the top. We have another
Hey,
one.
two.
This one is protecting these two. The next two are protecting the big one. Okay. The big one moves forward and it expels a blast of fire.
Oh god.
Wait,
Okay.
the 2 I killed were protecting the big one?
No, the 2 that you killed were just 2 that you killed. There was
Oh,
2
okay.
more that protecting the big one.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And the
Freeze
big
fire.
one is doing a 15-foot cone of fire,
Oh,
which
Everything
is
just
gonna
breathes.
it's gonna catch
I'm in the back.
Brosius, Vash, and Acretia.
But...
Okay,
Thank God I'm on the front.
and it's
No.
a dex save.
Now let's
Dex
Vash-
save.
watch me dump this.
Does Vash do it with disadvantage, or does he even do it because he's prone?
No, he's
Shut the
fine.
fuck
He's
up.
actually fine.
Okay.
Okay, so we're doing fire damage now.
Oh yeah, wait. We should just flavor it because he is prone. Like
Thank God.
it just goes over him. Like he manages to lay under the fire.
Ooh,
Alright,
that's
so
disgusting.
13 to the people who caught the full brunt of this, and 7 to the people who did not.
I'm gonna use.
You already used your reaction for shield.
Oh, damn it! You're right.
When you say people who did not get the full brunt, do you mean people who
Yeah,
succeeded on their dex saves?
Vash and Brosius are fine. Or well, take 7.
7
God
damage.
Okay.
damn it.
I'm curious, who has the highest AC? What's Brosius'
know.
AC?
I think wasn't it-
Brosius' AC is 13.
All right. So what's the damage total?
Did he not take
13
any of the
fire.
armor?
We never
The fool?
told.
I mean, he's a barbarian, so
Yeah.
Oh, I suppose that's
And then
fair.
it goes to Brosius' turn. He charges up towards like one of the Queen Bug's guards and smashes it with his maul.
Okay. Come on, hit.
Hit,
Nice.
and he killed it.
Way to go, Brosius. Keep
And
at it.
then, does he have his bonus action for Goring Rush? Let's try it on the other one. Alright, he gets the other guard. Guard bug is destroyed also.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up,
Should be me.
we're to
right?
Vash. Vash, you can get up
Cool.
now.
Yeah, I'm standing up. How
Uh-huh.
far is the? Was it the queen? Is the big one?
The queen bug, yep,
Yeah, I'm
is
going to
like 20 feet away.
I'm going to use ensnaring strike on it, so it needs to give me. Oh yeah, so I just cast that on myself, and it's the next time I make a weapon attack. So
Okay.
I'm gonna make a
Alright,
weapon attack,
so you're shooting it now.
right?
Okay.
Or do I have to wait until next turn? I
No,
want to
you
make
can
sure
shoot
I'm
it.
doing
You
it
can shoot it now.
right. Okay.
What about pets right now?
I'm
Because
using last chance. The 20 to hit.
Oh, they should go on your own turn. So, okay, 20 to hit is a hit.
Cool. So it's gonna take the damage from the attack, and then it's gotta get me a strength save.
There you go.
Okay.
so 8 damage to the queen. What do we got?
All right. Does a 13 pass the
It
strength save?
Does succeed, so nothing happens.
Sad
Okay.
face.
I'm gonna use the last bit. I have
How much
one right
damage? How
next
much
to me, don't
damage did you do though?
I? 8? Was that right? Yeah,
Okay.
8 damage.
Yes.
All right.
There's one right next to me though, isn't there? 'Cause I don't want
Yeah,
to
there's a
exactly-
little one next
I'm
to
gonna
you.
use the last 15 feet of my movement to just move away from everything.
Okay, it
So
tries to
that's gonna
bite at
get
you.
opportunity attack. Yep.
It does not hit you.
Right.
Sweet.
Okay.
Now it'll be my turn.
And so,
That's my turn again?
Yep.
Oh. Okay. I look at Brosius and say, strike the leader down, and they will all scatter. And I'm gonna use my
Okay.
I'm gonna use battle presence on him.
all right.
So he gets a free attack on the
Ooh, that's not a hit.
well, yeah, that was useless. And how badly hurt are you? I'm gonna use help action on Akrisha. So the next thing Akrisha does gets an advantage or attack on the big queen. That's my focus.
all right, cool.
So
Okay.
and he gets a heal too with this.
All right. So you're using the die for the healing.
Yeah, which is 1 HP only.
Oh well. Rip.
Sweet 1 HP.
Kaji, you're up.
Alright, so am I able to make it to the biggest guy? Or do I?
By the way, there are
four
for your edification. There are 4 small bugs and the queen left. Okay.
Do I have a
He
clear
asked
shot
if he
to
could
the
make
queen?
it to the biggest guy.
Yeah, you can make it to the queen now. There's an opening.
Okay, well, fantastic. So that is going to be a +6, even though I'm not. It doesn't allow me to just roll. Even though it's going to say Arcing Bolt, it's not for Arcing Bolt. So I'm going to run up to it and, with my fists of stone, and punch it.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's going to be a 19 to hit.
That is a hit. Ooh. Okay, 15 damage. Alright, this thing is pummeled pretty good. It's oozing a lot of its little orange liquid that's starting a little small fire beneath it. Okay.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, like like the same kind of liquid it sprayed out when it did its fire spray.
Yeah. That's pretty
Uh-oh.
cool.
Okay. But it's not quite dead. So next is Acretia.
All right. So how many of the bugs can I catch in a 15-foot cone?
You can catch either all 4 of the remaining bugs or the queen.
I'm gonna go for the 4 remaining bugs
All right.
with Azure Blast.
Okay. They owe a dex save, I see.
Yeah, DC 14.
All right.
Why did it? Interesting. So
Just roll your
dex
damage. Actually, you need to roll your damage. They might
I
all be
did.
dead. What did you do?
11.
Yeah,
Dex
they're
for
all
half.
they're all dead. They're all dead on a success.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah.
well there you go. Burn,
Yeah.
burn them
Just the
all.
queen then.
And then
Oh, even though they have fire resistance, yeah. Okay.
yeah, that's blue. So I've released this amazing looking blue flames from my fingertips and roast the shit out of these bugs because I'm all pissed off now. And then I have Inky
Oh yeah.
fling ink spray into the queen's eyes, face, whatever
Okay.
sense organs.
It has eye stalks.
It needs to make a DC 12 con save or be blinded.
All right. It has a
Until-
+3 to con save, so let's see what it does. It is blinded.
All right, the queen is blind. Do your fuck it up, guys.
Okay.
My turn.
So after Acretia, it's James. Yeah.
What? How far am I from?
You're like 25 feet from the queen, but there's no obstacles now.
I wish I can do an investigation, but I can't.
I'd like to move 5 feet toward it.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna throw the dagger.
All right.
Oh my god!
All right. It goes in through a chink in the creature's armor, where I
it
believe
does?
Kaji punched it. Yeah.
Oh,
It hits. Oh, cool. I would like to. So I'll do the damage. So that's 5 piercing. Does that kill it?
Yes, that will finish it off.
Right. Well, I want to do this just because we're gonna get along. I'm gonna cast Thunderous Smite on it.
Okay. So as the knife hits, it echoes like you see like electricity flash through it. It flashes in its little black beady eyes, which explode, and the thing collapses, and the ooze that it like leaks out of it just starts on fire.
oh god.
That's it.
Okay.
They're all done.
Oh, that's quite something.
I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna pick up the knife, and I actually kind of feel bad. They probably came to this watering hole regularly. Just happened to be in their way.
Things happen, but we need to survive for what we need to do.
Yeah. Well, now that that's done, I'm going back to bed. Still got a
Alright.
couple hours.
Yeah,
Well, look,
yeah. Because we're getting a long rest, I'm gonna cast Goodberry.
Yeah, you are all getting your long rest now. Okay.
But that's why I was like, I want to cast Thunder Smite. Might as well just
Yeah.
use
Yeah.
this spot
Yeah.
and make it look
I
cool,
have
you know?
I
Like-
have 10 good berries now, and we are doing our long rest.
yay.
Long rest. Huzzah! Well done,
Nice.
everybody.
I have food for tomorrow.
We killed bugs for taking a drink near us. And we killed a bird.
Was there any remains of meat or anything we could?
I'm gonna copy paste something to each of you that reflects the dream you have overnight.
Okay.
Oh, sweet.
Y'all can worry about harvesting meat from them. I've got good berries.
Is this like some weird faceless redhead like in Miko's thing? Or
While on my watch, I'm also gonna munch on a couple of. The
You got a
fish.
weird faceless redhead?
oh, did you guys not get a weird faceless redhead?
No.
Oh. I see. We never really talked about it, but okay.
I thought that was really funny that nobody shared their dreams.
Yeah, you know. I got a weird faceless redhead. So I don't know about you, but
I think my lady had a face.
but you did get a lady.
It's okay, you weren't looking at it.
Yeah, I was a bit
Lol.
preoccupied.
Yeah. He didn't even get the name. He just went for it. Oh my god.
Long
Well,
rest
that's
is... I needed that long
trauma-inducing.
rest.
Luke?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Luke,
Though I've got some stuff to work through there, huh?
Do I have a good video of that?
There you go. There's everybody's dream.
I need you to check the message I just sent you.
Is anyone in the party a licensed therapist?
Is anybody in the party a
Oh my
maternity
god.
ward doctor?
Oh, oh god. Oh, what was that?
Does anybody in the
I w-
party have any history working in a maternity ward?
I wake up silently and I just
What
Luke, that's not the answer I
had a
wanted.
nightmare. Did you guys have a nightmare? It seems like this
Yeah.
whole,
yes, certainly.
I don't know. I saw. Oh my god. It's like something of my past. Something of. It was like this giant bear that was before me, and I felt this burning pain as this shadowy hook harpoon pierced through me. I just woke up all of a sudden. I was like getting pulled like a fish.
Oh, that's awesome.
What was yours like?
I saw Zana the moment she fell. Her hand slipping between my fingers.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Was
Luke,
Anna
I sent
somebody
you-
your wife or something? Or...
No, that's the lady at the beginning who fell off the
yeah,
cliff.
The druid.
Don't do that.
The druid that took a
Sorry.
dive.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. So as you wake up,
Hold on.
it's sunny. Oh,
Sorry.
That's a meme moment right there. Is that your wife or something now? Just woke up.
Dave
Yeah, it's
should
like,
have
no?
answered. Yeah, I married her the moment I saw her. It was great.
And she
I
fell
could-
off a cliff.
I couldn't say that. That'd be pretty disrespectful considering the first action I did take in this world.
Yeah, get drunk, right?
Yeah, that's it.
It's a beautiful day.
I
okay.
find myself.
So it is another sunny day.
Find myself on a pedestal.
As
Yeah.
everyone's kind of mentioning their dreams, I'm gonna shoot up in a cold sweat, kinda, and I'm gonna not shout, but sort of like say, uh, like heated, like excitedly, a sorrow wild.
What?
No, no. Brosius is like, huh.
I'm gonna look kind of down at my hands when I wake up, and look at him. Sorry, that was. I don't know what that was.
I wake up and sit up, smiling like euphorically as
She had one of those dreams.
as-
Okay.
as inky spills out of my mouth.
Ugh.
One
Oh,
of those dreams. Okay. Man, Akrish's into some
Awkward.
shit. Man,
I don't.
better
I don't
watch
remember
out
our
with.
time in the bathroom being that good.
Listen,
So,
at least he's gonna get hit by a harpoon.
Better watch out if we ever visit.
Oh, I did.
If we ever get a night at an inn or something, Vash, you better watch out.
so you travel down the river again in the morning?
There's no other path, right? That's
No, not really.
okay. Then we.
Wait, that's my dream. Wait.
All right. You hear as you've been going for about 2 hours, maybe you hear a noise. It's
Oh, noise.
kind of weird. It's pretty far away and it's getting louder. And I want to see who in the party would
What
have
noise?
hope of understanding this.
Oh my God.
I'm doing
Kinda
better
noise.
with my reading.
Is it a language? Because trust me, I could learn it in an hour.
All right. So I know who has no hope of understanding what this is, and that's Ansev.
Right.
Um,
Oh?
yeah, I think James Bond has a chance.
Yeah,
Oh.
magics.
And Vash has a chance.
Fuck
Oh.
yeah.
So, roll perception.
Is it Southern slang? It's Southern slang. Perception?
Yeah,
Oh.
that's how well you hear it.
That's a nat 20.
All right. You recognize this. It is an engine. It is a combustion engine.
Oh, fuck yeah, it is,
Yeah, I would
baby.
know.
Do I have a chance of noticing this?
I feel like where you're from, the technology is not the same.
Okay.
Like, largely not the same.
Yeah,
Wait, so
I'm confused.
combustion engine. Are we talking like fucking coal-powered train type?
Yeah,
Combustion.
it's something big. It's
Or are we,
it could be
or
a
are we
train.
working? Are we working
But-
more toward
Wait a
a fucking-
second.
a fucking roaring sports car type engine?
It's the fucking flyover of this giant plane.
What the
Whoa.
heck is
Mm.
that?
There's a cargo plane?
Guys, what is that?
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna say I know exactly what that is, but what's it doing here?
Looks like a military transport.
They have stuff
Oh,
like that.
is it?
Of course
I've never
they
seen
do.
it.
Yeah. It's so back in my world. I mean, could be multiple things, but it's a plane. It's like it's a flying ship that can be used to carry cargo across. I mean, like Brosius said, it can carry soldiers and they
Huh.
onto a battlefield and
Interesting.
As behind it, you see a number of these little gliders too. They're all heading towards they're all heading south, I guess is the way to put it.
The way we
Direction
came
we're
from.
going?
the way
Yeah.
we came.
Can I like get any from like the gliders or from this like any sigil or any logo or anything?
Like you need like eagle eyes here.
Yeah.
You need a really good perception roll.
Fair enough.
Well, and to be fair, I
So-
would also.
Yeah,
I
you-
would also.
James
what
Bond, you
very
have a very
look-
good perception roll here.
And I rolled a nat 20.
Yeah, so
I have to get something, I'm sure, right?
you recognize
Even if I don't recognize the logo
yeah,
or whatever,
it's hard to
you
say.
give me a logo, and I'll.
Right.
Okay.
It's some sort of like They look like white furred people that are like flying those gliders.
Interesting.
Okay, that's what you learned.
Wait
Are there any colors painted on either the gliders or the colors at all that I can see on the gliders and the plane? Any defining marks on the actual equipment?
Yeah, there's some sort of a sigil, but it's hard to make it. You'd probably recognize it if you
High
saw
up
it
or
again.
something. Okay.
I'll just say
Got
that.
it.
Okay.
Whatever
Okay.
it is, I'm wondering why they're going south. Oh.
The crash site.
Oh. True.
That's
You
they
yell at everything.
probably.
I just
I
say the
can
crash.
say-
That's all I say is the
Yeah.
crash site.
You make a good point, Grisha. Well,
Do you think?
We've
Do
drawn.
we need to be We need
The
to
powers
be
that be have
concerned?
taken notice.
let's not try to be noticed right now when we don't even know who our enemies are in the front.
Yeah, we didn't think much of this before, but I think we all need to get a story straight. It's not we came from another world on a spaceship.
Yeah, better. That's not would be something to say.
Right. So we were just living in this jungle.
That's not
and-
gonna work too, Brosius.
It
The
might,
space bomb again.
you know, they might not look at us great, but we could always say we're from that dragon temple. I know they probably won't like us, but at least that's believable. We've got the, insignia on this little, amulet here.
I mean,
Maybe say not to show that around.
They did, but it would
Yeah,
it'd give
but-
us a story
I
if
guess
that's what we're looking for.
I mean, I'm actually kind of with Brosius here. This should be very. I'm sure there are plenty of places unexplored. We could just say we're from a collective of tribes, and our homes were burned down or something, and we were survivors.
Tribes would make a
looking-
good better point than living in the jungle for sure.
I have to figure out though, and I'm gonna say everyone off the car, and I'm gonna stop the car,
Okay.
and I'm gonna sort of look around. Is there a button or something I can press to essentially not have?
Not have
Is there a
one.
way to essentially hide this thing so I don't have this hover car following me the whole time
Oh.
until
Yeah.
if it's something.
Yeah. You figure out how you can disable its hovering and just have it be inert until you go and activate it again.
But I can't it doesn't turn into a suit or some shit.
No, it
It's
doesn't.
still,
It doesn't. It's just you could pile some grass over it or something. Park it
How
somewhere.
far are we from the town that we know we're going to, Cellular Village or whatever?
You might be halfway.
Oof, we got a ways to go, guys.
I'm gonna
Right.
tell everyone we should get a couple miles out and hide this when we can.
And we gotta keep moving
Okay.
forward for sure. So there's nothing.
All right,
Yeah.
so you guys make some good time in the morning. Let's all get a. Let's just say that you.
Since there's downtime, I would.
Roll
Oh,
on the
I'm rolling an apple, by the way.
I'm gonna roll a d20 for your fortune on this journey.
apple.
Oh,
All right, that's a pretty fortunate morning. You don't run into any trouble.
it's
okay.
a normal apple today, y'all.
It's a normal apple. It's a really tasty normal
Yay.
apple. Okay. And
I was gonna say James unfortunately can't use the downtime and driving.
Yeah, my downtime would also then focus on studying the religion more, or the
okay.
Well, while the long rest, I would have
girls.
observed the night sky and the constellations again.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
got it.
I'm gonna while we're driving, it's over my shoulder. The Onsev.
Yes.
Does it say anything in there about dragons and their sort of physical manifestations, I guess the term.
Um, it does talk about some mythologies about the dragons, for sure. Keeping at it, though, for the manifestation part, is it part of there? About their manifestations? And then... And then it talks about more of the history of the Venaipa civilization in the Cauldron. So, for sure, it has that, you know...
Does the hold on, sorry. Does the phrase "a sorrow realm" appear in there at all?
Luke
It does.
does.
It does. Yeah.
Okay. And he looks, yeah, it does. And he looks at the page and then points at this like word, I guess, showing him.
It's one of the elder dragons, a child of Drivka.
Child of Drivka. Okay, gotcha.
Drivka was that the
That was the
dragon?
dragon
Sun
before.
dragon.
Yeah,
Dragon sun god.
Yeah, it was dragon cycle. And we went to the temple of, or one of the temple of Drivka, right there. So.
What does it say about a sorrow?
Well,
Luke, what does it say about a sorrow?
Hang on, you see this temple off to the right.
Oh, he's curbing our discussion. I see how it is.
well, interestingly enough,
We're gonna see that, and we're gonna
And you
say.
see,
table
there's some,
maybe.
this is like there's a lake or something, and this is actually like, you know, some distance into the lake. It's not like right there, but yeah, okay.
There's a
There's-
scary temple off to our right, and we go straight toward the town. All those in favor of going to the temple say aye.
What? I'm
Hmm.
curious. You want
can I
from
get
me?
an interesting concept what the temple is, or show, or like, can I get a perspective, like what is culture?
From the book.
Yep.
This temple is a temple to the divine salamander,
Hmm.
some
Well-
kind of oracle.
Oracle, gotcha. I basically explained, well, I know we want to go town right there. Just FYI, for what that is, it seems to be the Temple of the Divine Salamander. Another form of a oracle, like. Interesting.
And it has to do with this dragon religion.
Seems like it. Does it look
Driver
like?
making an executive decision, and I'm gonna turn toward.
Oh, you okay? You're turning toward it, yeah.
Yeah, we're going toward the temple.
All right. So you're gonna cross the lake to get to this temple, right? So you're gonna skirt the surface on your hover bike, yeah.
Yeah, can my hover car do that?
Yeah.
Also, one of us is walking.
Right.
Wait.
We can't
So
all fit
somebody
on the
has
car.
to swim.
It'd be
God.
me. I was the one who'd be walking because I have I'm
Okay.
used to the heat.
Or how long of a ride is it across the lake? I can link everyone up. Go bash.
It may be too far to actually swim. Let's just say it's like
So
30 minute.
I will drive to the shore, drop everyone off, go get bash, come back. They'll just have to be
Okay.
patient.
Need some time, for sure. Huh. Here we
So,
are.
On the shore of this
Alright.
temple.
All right. Okay, so there's a temple complex here which is somewhat overgrown. Okay. It appears that it hasn't been visited in many years. At the outskirts of it, you see there was once a small village here. So there's a bunch of abandoned buildings.
Gotcha.
Okay. One of them has some smoke rising up from it.
Looks like we might have company here. We should be treading carefully around that, at least.
Right.
I'm gonna power down here at the shore. Leave it.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take the pouch out of the glove box. And I'm gonna stick it sort of like in, just store it on my purse.
Okay.
You know what the pouch is, yeah, Luke?
Yeah.
Okay,
Hmm.
cool. Making
Who's
sure.
the most capable of, trying to, scout ahead without getting caught? I would like to see if somebody can get an answer as to knowing what that smoke is all about.
I'm not one who's shies away from stealthy acts, but I don't know if I would necessarily be the best one in the party.
I believe that perhaps being forthcoming with whoever is here. Why don't me and maybe at least some of the languages a little better go ahead and you guys can wait out here so as not to overwhelm whoever it is.
We can be a little forthcoming if that's the case, need be, but I would like to. Fair enough, but everybody else, I would actually have you try to keep watch around us just in case something is up.
I think
Okay.
everyone's guard outside is
So-
wonderful.
You see a person heading into the building with a little bit of smoke over it.
I'd like to go with the scouting party.
Okay.
Okay. Acretia can tag along, sure.
So you saw
So is everyone else
her
what was-
heading into this building.
So we're splitting up into two: people who are going in and people who are not.
I think it's
Yeah.
people who are ahead and
it's-
people who are behind. It's not really that
What-
separate.
It's a house. It's not
Yeah.
like it's a big building. It's like just
Yeah.
a small little house. So we're gonna
Right.
knock on the door, and you guys are just gonna go outside if we get invited in. So I guess I'll knock on the door as we see that one goes in.
Corlale,
Enne Cree?
Imarda. Go check. All right. So, hang on a second. I'm gonna get this
Wait,
other picture.
do I know the language now?
You do, and
I was gonna say I know basics of
I don't
right?
have
I only
it.
but
I don't have the shit.
did I not give it to you? I gave it to everybody
Nope.
else. Okay. No, you have it. You have the NIPA. Okay.
Wallow.
Well, I mean, you
So-
gave it to me, but you didn't give it to me.
I don't understand.
Do you have like a reference
Oh,
doc?
the reference doc. Right.
I don't
haven't done that.
have
Yeah.
whatever you know.
Yeah. I got you.
The only other meaning that it could mean.
True.
Yep.
I just put it on your character sheet. Yeah. Okay. So, the first thing everybody who has any ability to understand Vanipa understands immediately is that the very first thing they said was in a different language. But then they recognized Ansev speaking in Vanipa and switched.
Hey!
Okay. Yes.
It's cool. So, yeah, basically, I say Enne Cree, which means I mean you no harm, have no weapon to them, right there. I mean, I'm saying Vi to you, him, who is he?
I mean, have they opened the door yet? Are we talking
Yeah,
through
yeah,
a closed
they-
door? Right?
They
first.
open the door.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha.
The old man is cooking something, and he waves you in,
Mhm.
and he says, have to find his name again. Kazakini Roheo-sa.
Ah,
Does he say that as if he's?
Yeah, it seems to be an introduction.
yep, introduction.
Um,
I relayed out, or if they know, everyone should
yeah,
know.
his name is Roheo.
Gotcha. I said Mita and everybody else, like pointing at them too, like them, and I say, we like came from Drive Kintari, or Drive Kintari. That-
Yeah. Then he introduces the woman. He says, Onoru Imarda-sa. So it's
Name
his
is
daughter, Imarda. Yeah.
Marta. Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
And,
I'm going to.
He says
Okay.
another word you recognize, dinner.
Oof.
And he seems to be inviting you to stay.
Maybe you should warn him that we have a large, and he might not be prepared to fall.
Fair enough. I give him the heads up warning of some larger folks in our party, like I pointed like giant like put like giant minotaur, I guess, relaying that information.
I take his daughter by the hand and smile deeply at her eyes.
Okay. Jeez Louise.
Okay, I don't like this.
Well,
Totally disarmingly.
I say,
Okay.
I say, Ria, like yes, like let's go for dinner and
All right.
Yep. So
Okay.
Can I do like at least with my passive wisdom insight that he has there's nothing like of bad intentions for him, right? Just
No.
okay, good. That's all I need.
He hasn't really looked at us really, right? He's just been
He's
continuing.
been
Yeah.
busy. He's been busy.
Correct. Yeah.
Like,
I just,
yeah, like
you never
it doesn't
know.
seem to phase him that he has
He could be a
visitors.
hack for all I care, and then switch.
Honestly, he could be.
I'm just kidding.
He hasn't
Yeah.
really been phased by the fact that there's a bunch of random people
Yep.
who
Well, that's
definitely are
So,
bring his own.
right.
I'd like to investigate this
The girl.
grimoire, and yeah, is there anything noteworthy that stands out, like out of place here?
You felt some kind of an energy when you touched her, a spark.
Oh
Ooh,
no.
I
Oh,
did.
no.
Why would you give him that, Luke? Why would you give him that?
Anyway,
You don't know how he's gonna take.
It's exactly what I needed.
I look at
Jesus
Kazun and
Christ.
basically, well, I bring everybody in. If anyone wants to do anything else right there. And then I
All right.
basically point at the temple right there, or something to say, and say like, Satay Temple, and ask like what its purpose and what's inside of there, or what is meaning inside of it, inside that giant temple. Of the
Before you
salamander.
continue, while Ansev is doing that, I'm definitely gonna like look at the rest of the party and say like in
Atasa.
normal language, like to chill,
It
like
was
to try and be on your
forgotten.
best behavior.
I'm gonna cast Detect Supernaturals.
What kind of detect supernatural thing are you talking about? Is it literally called detect supernatural?
Yeah. I
Oh my
renamed
god, it really is. Okay. You have a faint divine aura from both of them.
Interesting.
Forgotten. Well, that's unfortunate. At least
What's-
we.
Go ahead.
Please stay for the night.
It seems no harm. We have no-
We rarely have any guests.
God.
Hold on. Hold on.
I'd like to, because I haven't yet. I'd like to use detect good or divine sense. So, celestial fiend undead.
All right, you sense a minor divine spark within them. So I guess we'll also say that's like faint celestial.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to the party and say that. Like I'm gonna
Oh.
tell everyone.
Okay.
That's
Sim
interesting.
Akra Warkra. They don't seem to be in the right mind.
Mhm.
A little too
mean-
friendly.
That's what I was saying. Forgotten. They don't even know the temple here, so it is quite suspicious.
I mean, to be fair, everyone at the other temple was. The person who didn't greet us friendly was the guard, but that's because that's his job. It's possible their religious ways just want them to be friendly to
Maybe.
travelers.
But we must be wary at all cases. They say forgotten, and they're
My
here.
father will soon have dinner ready. Can you share a story with me?
Well, Vash, you have a great story, right?
Well, I have a great few stories. I guess it depends on what kind of one you're trying to hear.
She sits down and like gets a harp out, and she's gonna accompany with your story with the harp.
Okay, maybe not a story that's going to scare. But
I'll talk about the back on my homeland. The first time I managed to see fuck, what were they called?
you talking about
Great
the
start,
fucking
Dave.
seed-
Great start.
Are you talking about the seeds, Dave?
Yes, thank you. I'm gonna talk about the first
That
time
get-
I saw one of the seeds. Back
Okay,
on
well-
my
Her
world.
eyes light up with wonder.
Now, back on my world, the function they
Right.
served, as we were, as a very desolate land, was to provide us with everything we needed to survive. And it's a wonder to watch them do that process. I'm just gonna continue talking and
Yep.
and
Okay.
whatnot.
So what about
Alright.
while he's doing that, we have time
Anyone
to figure out
who's
something else.
actually interested, you can go watch fucking.
Trigun.
Trigun, yes.
Yeah, all right.
Trigun.
Well, that's happening on. So it's like, okay. So while he's doing that, let's try to find more answer around this place. As much as I want to trust him, I just want to make sure that.
The old man says, "This place was abandoned before we ever came here."
Fair enough.
So you.
Well, you're free to
aren't-
look around, take what you want.
I guess there are China people.
I'd like to, I
They
guess,
do.
use the basic language knowledge I know to ask him, why do you stay here then? The town.
We have no other home.
Hmm.
We wander the earth, staying where we might.
What do your people call you?
My people have forgotten my name,
What
But-
your people name? That's what I meant to say. Yeah, sorry.
but of course, I am Rohail the Giver.
Rohail the Giver.
So you're nomads.
You knew my answer. You knew what.
Something like that, yeah.
Rohail the Giver. Interesting. I'm gonna
Can
look.
I ask what you know about
About you cut
the
off.
heavens? The gods?
Well,
And I'm definitely going to give him like a look of like serious. Like as piercing as I not like angry, but like studying.
if you want a story, my daughter's better suited for that. I've got work to do.
Interesting.
And he just keeps on shopping. Imarda will say, "Yes. 1,000 years ago, there were many of us. 10,000 gods. The people of Khazar honored us in their own small ways. We guided them. But now Khazar is dust, and we roam the earth,
Interesting.
unbound.
Interesting. Imarda, do you know anything by the name of Hashian and of the Avari? By chance?
The Avari. The Avari were a failure. They were a desecration of the natural order, an attempt by man to seize the power of the gods, to become immortal.
Interesting. Well, that was well done information there. How are they a current threat right now, the Avari? Are they what? Do they still
I
exist?
I have not seen an Avari since the collapse.
I'd like to ask if they've heard of anything like, and then describe the smoke, the angry red cloud, and
The red comment. Yeah, I bring up the. Yep.
yeah.
The spirits are angry, disturbed. They are not safe. They are very destructive, and I think it was the disturbance that you mentioned the ship to her.
I did not mention the ship yet.
No, we
Well,
haven't really mentioned our
You
origins
did.
at all.
Then I think you did. Then perhaps they were very disturbed by something, and you felt their wrath.
Hmm. Fair enough. That would make sense. Huh.
If I were to, if they attacked us, the spirits, and they took I have to know. If we had to fight them, what appeared to be destroy them, did we hurt them?
The
Did I
spirits,
kill them?
the spirits can be disrupted, but I do not think they will ever be destroyed.
And he's gonna take a deep and breathe out very. He's gonna be like, good.
Will those spirits ever chance keep coming at us though for our disruption though? For like, I understand that the red comet itself is something of bad omens, but
The spirits do not very often behave predictably.
okay,
I do not know.
fair enough.
I'm gonna look to Lev. I'm gonna say, in. Arashiel said we had the comet, just all that, but we didn't really have a very specific idea as to how. I guess now we have to figure out what is making them angry.
That is where we should be trying to find Hashian. But they, I also bring up Hashian if they know that name too. But I don't.
We do not so often travel among the mortals.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think you would best be served to learn from them.
Fair enough. Like you said, I go back and I'm sorry. I look at like James, like we said. I think the only way to figure that out is to find the person named Hashian. Finding
Seems
him will find the
like
answer.
we keep getting
Rohale has prepared the dinner and is now everyone eat.
I'm going to. How much put in front? How,
It is a suitable feast for all. It's hard to say where the ingredients all came from, but he's been
God.
working and it's all appeared.
I'm gonna suddenly realize that I'm way hungrier than I thought I was, and I'm gonna start mowing.
All right. So, James is digging in. I think Brosius is not going to hold back either. He's a hungry guy too.
I go back.
I
to
imagine.
G
Yeah,
and say, wait,
I imagine Brosius and fucking. I imagine both Brosius and James right now just like just like fucking shoveling shit in like a not contest, but definitely.
I'm fine. I have an apple to eat.
Okay.
I'll take out more fish.
All right. So you're eating your own food.
I've
Okay.
got good berries that I'm eating.
All right.
Is her name Marna? You said?
Imarda.
Oh, sorry, Imarda. Gotcha.
Even though you're gonna get it on some homosexual action with Imarda right now, Acretia.
Those are the names.
Marta and Rio. Oh, since we have time.
He's giggling because he doesn't want to answer. Do you take me for a fool, Miko?
All right.
I know your intention. I understand horny when I see
Can
it.
I under? Yeah, fair enough. So.
All right. So for those of you who ate the food, it was good food. Okay. And afterwards,
You begin to
Rohil
change. Growing
says,
spikes.
"I've got a gift for each of you now." It says, "For you," and he looks into your eyes and he says, "Akrisha." And then he offers you a spool of thread,
He
black
knows your
thread.
Name. He knows your name. That's creepy. We didn't even know your name, and he knows it.
Yep.
And says, "It shall last as long as your life."
Oh God.
That's terrifying.
That's a scary
that-
thing.
Awful.
Well, it was nice knowing you, Miko. If that's right, ever read
Spool of black thread.
We all look down, and they're like, no, and it suddenly is rapidly
Like-
unraveling.
I test the thread like with exuberance.
You just start unraveling.
As much as you pull, it seems not to be diminishing.
Whoa. Who's getting married?
Interesting.
What's happening?
That was a phone call that I decided not to answer right now. Okay.
I thought it was the wedding bells for Amarda and Acretia.
Got it.
Gone to
Okay.
the-
And for my next gift, for Vash, I have this fun trinket. And he offers you a toy, a monkey that is clapping, a gong.
Chain.
Oh my God! What the frick? Is this freaking?
Thank
Wait,
you.
wait.
Call of Duty Wars.
Please tell me. Yes, please tell me this is a monkey bomb from like COD Zombies. He winds it up. He winds it up and he goes, "I'm gonna die," and then explodes. And then they throw it and it explodes. That's wonderful. Tell me you just gave him a monkey bomb.
Like
It
this.
might be. Yes, there we go. That's perfect.
That's literally a COD Zombies monkey bomb. Chuck just found
Yeah,
a
that's
PNG
perfect.
for a fucking Nazi monkey bomb, and I love it. Do you know the lore in Call of Duty for those? Apparently, the Nazis were
not the
like, even
time.
children are unsafe, so they put those in children's homes and made them explode. It was awful.
God darn it! I know.
Yeah.
All these
Yes,
kids.
So I
I had
have
to ruin it for
this.
you,
What does he
sorry.
tell me about this toy? Is this linked to my life too?
As long as it keeps clapping, you'll be
Yup.
alive.
That's so messed up.
No, no, no. He just says,
Oh, Dad.
"This is a wonderful gift." Then he turns
That's it,
to
just-
James.
Oh, that's it.
He says,
Thank you.
he says, "And for the one who might even eat us out of house and home," he laughs. "Here,
Yeah,
take the
sorry, that's not-
tablecloth." And he pulls the tablecloth out, and it's a tablecloth covered with chickens.
Oh my god.
Like a
Chicken
magician?
images.
Like he
Yeah.
just
Yeah, he magician pulled it, so like it didn't disturb any of the dishes.
Oh no.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna like turn beet red, and I don't know much. I don't. I'm sorry.
You're giving this all for free? There's no. Like, Onset is like having this illogical situation. Like, there's always supposed to be like a payment or something.
I
with
am.
these things.
He says, "I am Rohail the giver. It is my joy to give."
He just gives people
I'm
things. I
enjoying
didn't know
this
this was like literal.
I'm
Demons
just
also
utterly
give things for a
fascinated
price.
by pulling this thread.
And then he goes to Kaji. He says, "Kaji, here." And he holds out a blue rock with a smiling face painted on it.
Oh god. Are you gonna make a
He
I
was
like-
set-
comeback?
I like.
Can
I
get
like
a
to think.
picture of this prior.
I like to think that he specifically
hey,
we didn't know what he was doing, but during dinner he was painting, and he was specifically looking at the paint and then Kaji, and then make sure he got the same blue of Kaji's skin and shit. Like,
Yes,
just-
yes, it is. It's a good match.
Something for nothing. As Ansa is trying to explain this logic in his head.
I'm
Nothing
gonna
is
I'm gonna
free.
and I'm gonna see this. I'm gonna put my head, like pat his head, and I'm gonna be like, I think the old man is just a little wired upstairs, so we should
And here,
stop trying to make
Ansa,
sanity out of insanity.
a book of my daughter's stories to keep you company.
Oh, thank you. That's awesome. Well, let me read them.
It's a children's storybook.
And he suddenly doesn't care that he doesn't pay.
Yep, we
anything.
got a book of stories.
I'm gonna
Oh
be
my
like,
God.
Oh, what's this I've got here? An extra gift?
for Brosius?
Yeah, I guess it's for Brosius because I didn't know who this. Oh, Brosius. Here. And he hands Brosius a strange semi-cylindrical shaped device that has bubbles floating through it and appears with the face of a demonic clown on it.
What the heck?
And Brosius is like, thanks.
Remember, do not fear
And,
the unknown.
James
I
Bond,
would
you can
like-
recognize it as a lava lamp.
Oh, it's just a lava. It's funny because until you said the demonic face, I was gonna ask, like, is he literally giving him when you explained it? But then you said demonic face. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's a
literally
demonic clown lava
lava.
lamp.
And
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Brosius and I'm gonna be like, I'll explain that one to you.
Anyway,
I'm gonna
I'm gonna go to bed. He goes to bed.
I'm
Interesting,
gonna
you know.
look to Imarda and I'm gonna say, I understand it's your father's grandfather, right? You said
Father, yes.
it's your father's joy to give things to people. It's my joy to provide commerce everywhere, and you don't receive something without giving a turn. I know you don't like to explore with mortals and travel through their cities a lot.
We may
Could be.
honor a reciprocal gift.
Well, I don't have anything physical to give you, but I do
Whoa.
have, and I'm going to pull. What? What?
Go on. Just go on.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I'm gonna pull the pouch out of my, what's it called? Out of my, I guess. Pull out full of gold. And be like, next time you're in town, treat yourselves to a fancy street stall drink. Or something.
Okay. Do not show my father this.
Ooh.
Okay. Noted.
Okay.
Also, what did you guys? What were you guys like? You don't have anything. What did I have to give? What do we
I have something I would like to
give? A
share.
fucking snake's
It
dagger.
was just sketchy.
I
It
used
was-
this. I used this to stab people earlier. You can have it. Like, oh, do you
Yeah.
want my clothes?
Do you,
Here,
do you want
take
like a
my
random berry that I found? Yeah.
In
Here, do you want
return,
a piece? Do you want a piece of this giant fire-breathing
I tell Imran
parakeet?
after that, in, I as well would like to give you something in return for your hospitality.
God.
I swear to God.
What I would like to share
I sense a story behind those dark eyes.
Sense a disturbance.
I
in the
would have
force.
it.
You would have it. She would have your story. Oh, it just it got hot in here. Anyone else?
To take it.
Oh.
Royal.
So it was a story. But it's not for the ears of
Uh-huh.
everyone.
Oh my god. I knew it.
All right, the gaslighting. Anyway,
Bro.
So James,
I-
James,
no,
we are essentially at the stopping point for this session.
No, I mean not for
Yeah.
her. Like it's
Okay.
for her only because
Right,
it's
right.
the story of the
Gotcha.
stranger.
James is gonna
and the
hear
Star
that, and
Child.
he's gonna drag like
Okay.
I don't know, like Brosius and Asef by their collars, and everyone else he's gonna push out with his feet. And he's gonna be like, "All right, let's go."
Hold up. I need
Alright.
time to talk to Rohio to practice his language. I must know knowledge.
Nope, he went to bed. Remember, you don't want to disturb an old man.
You're gonna
while he
hear some
sleeps,
foul
and things
language
are about to
again.
get really weird. Let's
I
let's go. And I'm pushing everyone out the door. Let's go. And we're all out, and I close it behind.
Can I learn
Trust
the
me, you
language
guys
of the
don't
freak
have to be
book?
in there.
God darn it.
All right. So yeah, that's the end of the session.
I tell Amarna the story of the Void Prince and the Star Smith.
Okay, that's a good one. I'm sure she'll find that riveting.
Yeah,
How'd you
the
take
story
my
of
story?
Void Smith and Star Prince. These are
Alright.
all innuendo. I don't know what kind of innuendos.
Okay, so I did not entirely expect you to go this way, but I was ready enough to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, you presented us with a cool ass fucking ancient temple. Or a town.
True.
Where,
Yeah.
where one, people are gonna hate us, and two, we already had like some weird religious shit going on.
I
and
know,
those
but I
people-
thought you were ready for shopping opportunities. But I guess
Yeah,
We
next
were
time.
not presented shopping opportunities.
yeah.
I mean, I don't think I would have gotten a chicken tail if
you
we
would
didn't
not
go.
have gotten the chicken
go.
tablecloth. So
I would
is a
like to
win.
go. Man, I would have gone into a temple if I was so.
Before I go,
So,
I have to ask the age-old question.
I acquired an
Did
active
we
listener.
level up? I think we leveled up.
You did not level up.
No.
No, I think we did. What do you guys think? I think we all leveled up.
Did I teach at least Javi how to understand Venepa after all our time?
Am I
Oh,
getting
so
a-
we have another day that passed.
Am I
Yeah.
getting a long
Javi-
rest?
You can make an intelligence check with advantage and with a +1.
Yeah.
Perfect. I get a flat roll.
So, Javi, we'll call him
make
Javi.
that. So 17.
All right, you have learned
Hey.
the Nipa beginner language.
Hey,
Hey,
man. Nice job.
Luke, I would like to take some time to study as well. Since I'm not doing anything this time, I'd like to work with Onset as well to get a little
Okay.
more knowledge.
Oh, get better
Yeah.
at it? Okay.
And I still don't quite understand exactly what my
Oh, I do have your Night 2
does.
dreams prepared.
Yay.
Oh,
at least
sweet.
some those stuff.
If we have time in the morning before we like leave, I would have, and this depends on what it is, but I would like to try to understand our language for sure. Because Ansa would want to know.
Yeah, I also would have asked to, because I'm kind of interested now, for reasons.
I'm copy pasting some Night 2 dreams, so
Cool. So, what What do you think of your monkey bomb?
It's not a bomb. It's just a clapping monkey.
Hey, it's a
'cause
monkey bomb. You're gonna twist the thing and it's gonna go.
No.
"Ah,
Book of
it's
Fairies.
Strangely
no!"
enough, is that you're not the one that decides that. So
But that's also important. I can't read this book until I understand her language, probably.
Yeah,
Third
it's a
grade.
different it's a different language.
Yeah, so I need to spend 2 hours for sure in the morning with them.
Luke, what the fuck? Luke just took a bomb and dropped it twice.
Oh, I just
Man,
saw
that was
the.
sweet.
How do you spell her name?
It's in the chat.
Is it?
Adventure.
I
Oh,
believe
there
I
it is.
did.
Now I.
Right,
Oh,
right
yeah.
above the monkey bomb.
I have a fantastic dream.
It could possibly be my dream. It shouldn't be fun.
It's-
There should be no
it-
problem.
It's a four-way with Akrisha, Imarda, and weirdly Kaji is there.
There we go.
Hold on. Isn't Faerun...
That's your dream, right, Dave?
What? I wasn't paying
There we
attention.
go.
I'm sorry.
Classic.
I was
Vash's
yawning.
dream. That's Vash's dream. A four-way with Akrisha and
No.
yes.
All right, all my dreams have
No.
been dispensed.
Yep.
Where's my dream? Oh, there it
Now
is.
we're gonna go into the Forgotten Temple. Yay!
Anyways,
Yay!
I'm gonna catch you guys later. I'm dipping
All
out.
right.
Catch
Adios.
you
Dave.
later.
Goodbye.
I have to go.
Temple the Challenger.
I have to go chat with Uncle Chuck.
What color fire?
What?
Luke. Okay.
Brian, are we going to back over or?
I was gonna jump into V-Rising.
Okay. I'm gonna go into the general chat because I'm meeting with Uncle Chuck.
Cool.
So, you guys want to join? Good session tonight, Luke.
Thanks.
Thank you, Luke.
Yep. Thanks, Luke.
How do you say thanks, Luke?
The jungle.
Welcome to the jungle.
Yep. Was able to get Akrisha's name out there, y'all. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know how Rosie is gonna do in combat wise, but yeah. I'm curious now. Okay. You're gonna
Yeah.
do re-rising, Brian? I'll be joining you if you want to hang out general.
Yeah.
Alright. Me hang out general.
Yeah, we can move over. Or we could do gaming like bosses.
Gaming like bosses, sure.
Yeah. Look at him hanging out in general.
Yeah, right. Only scrubs can hang out in general.
Do you think the new setup is okay with the way that I have it?
Oh, no.
I was
Uh.
talking about Discord.
Discord? It's fine. Yeah, it's perfect.
Because you can mute categories.
Mm-hmm.
So if people aren't part of like a specific campaign and they don't want to hear anything
Yep.
from it, they can mute it.
Fair enough. Alright, let's continue. Did the regular world meow?
Nope, you can't join because I don't have it open yet.
Gotcha.
I'm just finishing up this turn in finishing up this turn in Age of Wonders. I wish getting to the people menu was a little easier.
Gotcha.
And then I can switch you off Nightmare, give you a golden flying mount. And come to this guy. What does he got? Inspired Killer. Nope, I'm giving you Ring of Opportunity. Wow, this person denounced me. Cool. I don't care enough about you. Wow, you denounced someone. No one in this map likes each other.
There's the way.
It's like either everyone's best of friends or everyone just fucking hates each other.
Well,
Oh look, this person's fully decked down in fucking gear. Isn't that funny?
well,
And he's a level 9, but my level fucking 16 doesn't have enough gear.
fair
Fucking
enough.
stupid. Fucking
Yep.
stupid, Chucky. Anyway, save. New save.
Let us go and battle the vampires.
Quit. Now I gotta come over here, and I gotta turn it off.